Good evening, folks. You're tuning in to the pregame show for your Huntsville Hornets as we get set to see your Huntsville Hornets baseball team take on the Bryan Rudder Rangers tonight. I'm your host on the call tonight, Taylor Simmons. Also here with my co-host, BJ, on the call as well. Looking forward to give you some insight into everything you need to know prior to this game. It's going to be a fantastic evening for baseball, and we've got some really windy conditions going on that should make it for a very interesting affair, all to say the least. So, but yeah, with all that said, we've got some things to just go over with you and tell you a little bit about these two teams that we have going on for you tonight, with it being another district matchup, and should be a good one. But here I am with BJ, who I'm sure has some great points to add on these two teams that we're going to be seeing here play tonight.
Well, Taylor, I appreciate it. It is a lot of fun to jump in here on the call here and just let you know what's going on with these teams, especially our Huntsville boys. It's been a lot. Region 3, 17-5A district. It's a tough district. We talked about it some on the two broadcasts ago with our first district game against Lake Creek. We get into an area in which number 4 last. It'll be a difficult task. However, these Hornets are coached well and led well, and they got a lot of fight in them. So I look forward to them coming out against Rudder this third game of district and try to bounce back in a big way.
Absolutely, those are good points to add, BJ. Also, I got to speak with our head coach Justin Jennings earlier prior to game, and I got his interview here for you to tell you a little bit about his points and heading into tonight's matchup.
Good evening, folks. We're here with Huntsville Hornets head baseball coach Justin Jennings. Justin, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Justin, we noticed, first start to district games happened, and not the results I'm sure you were looking for from your team against Lake Creek. How do you look to see your team bounce back with a tough matchup coming up against Bryan Rudder here?
Well, I think with the club we have right now, we're fine. We're in a good spot. We did a lot of good things last week. Scores were a little bit tighter than what they indicated. You know, we played a better game over there Tuesday, and then here Thursday we had plenty of opportunities and, kind of let one slide there, let one get away from us. But I think with the leadership that we have and the amount of older kids that we have that play a lot of meaningful innings.
Here on your team, and how does a group like this get prepared to head into a matchup against this team, Bryan Rudder here?
Well, I think it all starts on the mound. I mean, we always talk about you're only as good as the guy that holds the ball in his hand every time, and that guy's pretty good for us, and he's a senior, and, Van Brady, and he's pitched a lot of very meaningful innings for us, and he's done a good job. So it starts with him. He's got to get off to a good start tonight. He's got to be sharp right from the get-go, and we got to make sure we don't give him anything early. We don't want to score first. We got to score first. So anticipate him going out and doing his job early on, being locked in, because, we usually get great effort from him no matter what, and then we need to score first.
What's been your message to your guys going into this series and, with a big run of district games coming up here?
Well, I mean, they're all important from here on out. I mean, that's the thing about this district is there's not really, in the districts we've been in before, there was, a couple teams that you knew were going to be at the bottom year in and year out, and there's really not, it's really not like that. Rudder has been that team the last few years, but they've won more games this year than they have the last few years combined, and they've played some good quality clubs, and they've beat some good quality clubs, so we know we're going to get a great effort from them. Coming off the 2 losses last week, I think it's big to have this first one here tonight at our place and have Van going, at home. So he's usually really good at home. So I think that's the biggest thing. And, it's just from here on out, we talk about it's the SEC, it's every weekend. Every weekend you're getting somebody who's a good club who could easily take a series from you. So we got to make sure we're locked in. Can't be any lulls. rules. You know, we can't have any instances where we're not locked in and ready to go. We can't take any plays off, and we got to get great effort all night long.
What are some things about this Rudder Rangers team that you can tell our Huntsville fans a little bit about that we should know going in playing a team like them?
It's a scrappy bunch. Young head coach. He's very fiery, very competitive, great guy, you know. So he's just trying to get them to play hard, and that's what they do. They go out and they scrap and they play hard and they don't quit. And you know you're going to get great effort from them night in and night out. So we know we're going to get a good matchup from them, and we know they're going to play hard. And we're just trying to focus on not giving them anything extra. That's the most important thing, is make them earn everything they get tonight. And if we can do that, I like our chances.
Well, Coach, thank you for the time you've given us, and we wish you all the best tonight.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, that was head coach Justin Jennings and his keys and points there to the game. BJ, you have anything to add to those things that Coach said?
Man, Coach is right on, especially with Van Brady. This is a bounce-back game. He is our stud. It all starts at the mound. You heard him, and having your stud going against this Rudder Ranger team is exactly what you want coming off a two-game losing streak to start district play. So I think Van's going to lock in and get those outs, and then hopefully have his offense, trust his defense. Now, here's the thing with the last game. There was only 2 earned runs against Lake Creek and 4 unearned. So your defense is going to have to be sure to be ready. If that anything that comes on the ground, anything with this wind in the air, you're going to have to play it well. So to cut down on those errors, limit the unearned runs. You'd want 0 unearned runs, but definitely limit those. And then I think just don't panic. This is only game 3 of district. You played a really good team in Montgomery Lake Creek. They're going to be good. You knew it going into it. This is a team that you should be able to handle pretty well. Don't panic. Play your game. Stay in this. You've got your guy on the mound. Just be ready to swing the bat when your time is called.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. I'm going to go through the lineups here a little bit as we first talk about the Rudder Rangers. Leading off for the Rangers will be second baseman, number 2, Aiden Gray. Batting second will be first baseman, number 7, Jose Ponce. Batting third, center fielder, number 8, Austin Isom. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 22, Adrian Herrera. Batting fifth, left fielder, number 1, Mark Espierre Iquieta. And batting sixth is the DH, number 20, Juan Marquez. Batting seventh is the shortstop, number 12, Parker Jones. Batting eighth will be right fielder, number 10, Anthony Menchaca. And batting ninth is third baseman, number 5, Javier Marez. And then pitching on the mound for the Rangers will be number 6, Jaden Gonzalez. And then for your Huntsville Hornets, leading off for them will be second baseman, number 6, Josh Stanley. Left fielder, batting second, number 11, Cody Hager. Batting third, the catcher, number 3, Noah Nieto. Batting fourth, right field, number 8, Carson Woods. And batting fifth, the DH. And on the mound as well tonight, number 4, Van Brady. And batting sixth is the center fielder, number 5, Johnny Waddell. And batting seventh is shortstop, number 20, Colton Harding. And batting eighth is third baseman, number 49, Jackson Slater. And rounding out the bottom of the lineup will be first baseman, number 28, Brian Parker Jr. We're going to go to a quick break after these messages, and we'll be coming back to you very soon with the first pitch. Again, you are listening to 101.7 KSAM of the Huntsville Hornets Nation YouTube broadcast. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back as we get set to get this game underway. Your Huntsville Hornets squaring off on a beautiful Tuesday evening here against the Rudder Rangers. I'm here with my co-host, BJ. BJ, what are going to be the keys to the game here for the Hornets against this Rudder Rangers team?
Yeah, Taylor, I think they're just going to have to stay in the game. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Don't panic. Van Brady's on the mound. You've really had some good games pitched, especially Van Brady. Had a good showing there at Montgomery Lake Creek. And even Noah Nieto on Friday, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, only 1 earned run. 4 unearned runs, and then there was another earned run with another pitcher. So you just got to come at it, attack these guys. You got Van on the mound, trust him on the mound, make the plays behind them that you need to make, and when you come up to bat, get ready to swing it and look for good pitches to hit. Offense does have to get rolling a little bit. You only scored, you had 4 runs. 4 runs against Montgomery Lake Creek total, gave up 13. So we got to find a way to score some runs and get this game and take these 2 from the Rudder Rangers. These are the ones you have circled that you got to win to get that place in district that you're wanting. So these are the games you got to make sure count.
Absolutely, BJ. Well, folks, we welcome you to this Tuesday night game of baseball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. And so, as we mentioned earlier, today's matchup is going to feature the Bryan Rudder Rangers here in Huntsville, Texas, against the Huntsville Hornets. And tonight's broadcast is going to be presented in 2K Quad HD with a 4K for the hearing impaired. So the weather we're expecting tonight is going to be, it should be in the low 70s, but it could gradually drop into the high 60s. But we have anywhere between 15 to 25 mile per hour winds, so it could be interesting in how the ball flies. But you know, nonetheless, it's going to be a beautiful night, and we are going to get the first pitch here about to get underway as we have Van Brady on the mound getting set to throw out the first pitch here to the second baseman, number 2, Aiden Gray of the
Watching Van Brady, we talked about this too on other broadcasts. Van Brady's a guy that just likes to hit his spots. You'll see Noah setting up inside, outside, and you'll see him a lot of times hitting exactly where your catcher's calling for it. He'll move it up, down, change the eye level, move it, have some movement on the ball too. So looking forward to this outing by Van tonight.
1-1 pitch here. And there's a hit into the right field.
Yeah, he just stayed back on it, put it in between first and the second base there.
Well, BJ, what are some of these pitches that we're going to be seeing from Van Brady that he likes to throw here?
Yeah, he's got a lot of movement. I mean, he's got a really good curveball off-speed pitch. Moves it in. He's not afraid to go inside. That's what I like about him. Not afraid to move it inside. Also set it up on the outside of the plate, too. So this does a really good job of setting up batters for the pitches that he wants to pitch to them.
Strike call there.
Another thing I like about Van Brady is he doesn't panic. Even with the runner on, you know, giving off a leadoff hit there, what you're going to see in Van is he's pretty cool, calm, collected. He's not going to get really rattled in a lot of ways.
0-1 pitch. Aiden Gray looks like he was going to consider taking off there from first, but I'm sure the Hornets will be watching him closely here.
Yeah, that's because we got a junior all-district MVP catcher behind the plate. Noah Nieto has really been one of those that just calls a great game behind the plate. You'll see Van not afraid to go down low in the strike zone because Noah's going to stop it. He's going to get to it. He's a threat to throw out at second.
Pickoff attempt there, and Gray gets back to first.
Yeah, going to keep him close there a little bit. Want to make sure not to let him get a big lead. Also wanting to just throw off the timing, not wanting to let them see something to run on.
1-1 pitch. And Gray takes off, and the ball is hit into right field. And Gray will get all the way to third base. So this is a great start here for the Rudder Rangers as they've got 2 men on the corners right now. And Austin Isom, their top hitter, who currently has I had it here, a .422 batting average right now for the Rangers. So this is a very key opportunity here for the Rangers.
Yeah, this is the guy you got to watch for, out for in their lineup, especially with runners on the corners. This is where Van's going to have to just settle down, which I trust Van to do that. For anyone on the mound for the Hornets to do that, it's Van. So maybe try to get a force out. Maybe you got him playing in on third and Jackson. Good pitch right there.
Yeah, very good pitch. Staying away a little bit there.
Yeah.
Another thing I've noticed too, BJ, is these Rangers, at least these first two batters, they were crowding the plate there pretty closely on the inside.
Yeah, they've been doing that, especially Montgomery Lake Creek. The good thing is Van does have really good control. They're trying to get, I would imagine they're trying to get to that outside pitch.
Foul ball hit there by Austin.
Because Van does do a really good job, like I said, moving it inside, outside. He does a really good pitch to the outside, and so they're probably scouting him, trying to get as close as they can to that outside pitch. So like the first two batters going opposite field, that may be part of their game plan.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another ball hit into right field, and Isom is going to bring in a run scored by Aiden Gray.
Damage, and then let your offense come up and cook.
1-0 pitch on the way. And there comes a steal attempt.
Oh, that's got him.
Oh, and he's called safe as Isom gets the steal at second for the Rangers. Very, very close attempt there, though, by Nieto. Nearly threw him out.
Yeah, I don't see Harding really fighting it, so maybe he didn't get the tag down. Probably a little bit more vocal if he had gotten the tag down, so maybe he did not get the tag on him.
So Rangers being very aggressive, not just at the plate, but on the base paths as well. So wondering to see if the Hornets are going to make some defensive adjustments here. At least, you know, they've got to be playing off of the way Van Brady is throwing his pitches, right?
Yeah, they are, and that's your top of the lineup too. These are the guys that are supposed to be doing that. So, got to shut it down. Find a way to shut it down. Get an out here.
2-1 pitch, and it's called outside. 3-1 count for the Hornets.
Yeah, you got a base open here, so.
Ooh, a nice strike pitch there from Brady.
Yeah, I still like it with Brady. Go ahead and pitching, even though you got a base open. I trust him in these moments right here to get a big out here. Again, try to minimize the damage here in the top of the first.
Full count, 3-2 pitch coming.
There it is.
Strikeout. That's got to feel good for Brady to get that one.
Yeah, it does. You know, you got the two runners on. They've had a little, you know, getting a little offense going early on. Noah called a great location there, got him swinging, able to get that first out, big first out, especially with the runners on second and third. Brian Parker Jr. coming in just a little bit. Expecting a possible bunt here.
Oh, 2 pitch.
Oh, didn't come down enough.
Yeah, they called a ball on that one.
Yeah, that's Jose Altuve up at the plate. The strike zone, not that high.
1-2 count, 1 out. Top of the first for the Hornets. A little outside there. It's going to be a 2-2 count.
He tried it. He tried to get that outside pitch.
It doesn't look like he's going to chase on that one either.
No, 2-2. He's still got a pitch to play with here. He doesn't have to give up the strike zone.
2-2 pitch on the way.
There he goes.
Gets the strike call. That is Van Brady's second strikeout.
Yeah,
board with 2 left on. I mean, that could have been a whole lot worse. And that's inside. That's going to be a walk to Marquez with the shortstop, number 12, Parker Jones, coming up to the plate.
Yeah, he tried to come after that inside pitch there, unable to come through with it. You'd have base open, so now force out anywhere. First and third can go back, play a little bit deeper there. Any hit.
And that's going to be
after
ball 2.
Rudder. Yeah, that's right. We got a Saturday game. We have a Saturday senior day game.
2-0 pitch coming from Brady. And that's going to be ball 3. This is a big pitch coming up here.
He's battling here. I would imagine there is a big red light here for Jones. I would be very surprised if he swung at this one. So I think Van can just attack the strike zone here. You got to ice him, trying to calm his batter down out there at second with Jones. Yeah, but I would imagine we got a take sign for Jones here.
Well, this has got to be a free pitch here, right, for Brady?
I would think so. I just don't see Jones offering at it.
Well, here we go. 3-0 pitch coming. And there's a pickoff attempt, and it's missed by the third baseman. And the Rangers are going to have a run scored by Jose Ponce. That's unfortunate, so it will be 2-0 Rangers right now with 2 outs at the top of the first. Van Brady tried to pick off at third to number 49, Jackson Slater, there at third base, and it was missed.
Yeah, it just got away from him on that one.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike called, which is what you were thinking was going to happen there, BJ.
Yeah, Van's just got to try to find a way to settle down even a little bit more here. Definitely hate to see that one come through on a pickoff attempt.
And there's a hit there coming, but third baseman fires at the first.
Good play.
And they get the out. Great job by the Hornets to come out of the top of the first with 2 runs scored. We'll take a quick break after these messages. You're listening to the Huntsville Hornets broadcast here on the KSAM YouTube channel. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to the Huntsville Hornets Nation broadcast here on the KSAM YouTube channel as we're about to get the bottom of the first underway. And the Huntsville Hornets are going to be stepping into the batter's box. Rangers come out of that top of the first with 2 runs scored. And so we'll see how the Hornets respond in the bottom of the first inning here, BJ.
Yeah, it starts at the top of your lineup there with Josh Stanley. Josh had a big game, a good game against Montgomery Lake Creek, went 1 for 3. Drove in 2 big RBIs against a very tough team, had a walk, and made a big defensive play at the top of the 7th inning to stop some more runs from coming across and give your team a chance. So this kid right here, he's just a gamer. He likes to play, likes to get in there in big moments, and so as a leadoff, that's what you want. See if Josh can't start something off for them in the bottom of the first here.
So here's our second baseman, number 6, Josh Stanley, at the plate. Going to try to get some offense going here right from the start for the Hornets. And on the mound for the Rangers is number 6, Jaden Gonzalez. So here comes the first pitch at the bottom of the first. And they're going to call that a ball. Good take there by Stanley.
Yeah, it was good to see that a ball because it was called a ball earlier for Van. So
ball 2 to the Rangers. Two 2-0 pitch coming. They're going to call a strike there.
Oh,
or no, sorry, that was a ball. My mistake.
That's all right. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take that indeed.
Leadoff walk. Stanley could turn that into a double real quick.
3-0 pitch.
Ooh.
And that's a strike right there called.
Yeah, I still think Stanley in this moment may be having a take sign. Just try to get something on, get a runner on. No, there we go.
Fouled off there by Stanley.
All right, just got to protect the plate, put the ball somewhere in play, make the defense at least try to make something happen and see if Josh can get his wheels to get down to the first baseline.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that's a walk, so Stanley will get on base, which is great to get Stanley on the bases. He offers a lot of speed around the base paths, I imagine.
Yeah, he does, and you're just wanting to cause some chaos to get out there. You're wanting that pitcher not just to be thinking about the batter. You're wanting him to think about the runner, anything you can do to take his mind off of what he's having to do, and that is attack the strike zone. Gives Hager here a chance to move Josh over at least one base, maybe 2.
So we got the left fielder up at the plate, number 11, Cody Hager here. Gonzalez goes for the pickoff attempt, and it's missed. So Stanley runs to second, now taken to third. This is a big throw, coming to third, and he makes it safe at third base. Man, way for the Hornets to capitalize on a mistake there.
Yep, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to see. Josh popping up and noticing the ball is going past and getting over to second, trusting. I don't know if there was a stop sign there by Coach, but Josh kept going and was able to get in there to third. Looks like Coach is having a little chuckle there, so may have had a stop sign, but Josh got over there.
Great base running there by Stanley.
I was just told by the greatness of Tony Kulak he was waving him on, so.
Strike called there to Hager.
Yeah, Hager now just put something out in the outfield and you at least get one of these back.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
There it is.
Ooh, there's a good solid hit there from Hager, and that's going to bring Stanley in for the first run scored by the Hornets. Solid base hit there by Cody Hager.
Yeah, it really was, and that's what you want to do, help out your pitcher there, that Van Brady automatically picks him up. You got one of those runs back on a top of the first. You just, man, anything you want to do to help out your pitcher and get him back out there feeling good, even though they had did a little bit of a tough inning, Hager's doing his job.
So the catcher, number 3, Noah Nieto, comes up to the bat. This should be a great opportunity for him here to send Hager around.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about earlier. You just just getting someone on the base path. Looked like the catcher took it off the top of his shin guard there. Just getting someone on the base path, you just get the pitcher thinking of something else. And so a wild throw. We saw it on our end. Van threw it over to third base, foul territory over there. And so Stanley, same thing, getting back into first, but then was able to get around. So. Got breaking the action here. Yeah, catcher's still down.
Yeah, it looks like at the moment we're going to have the Rudder Rangers assist their catcher at the moment, Adrian Herrera. Looks like he's going to walk off whatever he was feeling on that leg. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Tell you, man, that catching position is such a tough position.
Oh, absolutely.
Quarterback on the field, you're calling pitches, watching runners, calling plays. You're not only calling pitches to your pitcher, you're calling plays to the outfield, infield. What are you going to do if the runner runs? When you have a runner on first and third, who am I going to throw it to? Are we going to try to get him out at home? You got to stay with the ball that's getting fouled off and try to catch it on a third pitch strike. That catching position is such a tough position. It's probably your toughest kid on the field is playing that catcher position.
In the game here, and we're going to get back in the action as Nieto is going to step back up to the plate.
I wouldn't be surprised here if coach is going to test his legs out here and see about taking this base.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
See if he's able to throw it down there. Not a bad idea at all. May have a throw over just to kind of keep him close. Oh, there he goes.
Hager's going to take off, and there's a hit over there to third. It fires to first, and that's going to get an out there for the Rangers. But the runner advances to second.
Yeah, able to move him over to second. Kind of wondered if they would test the catcher out. Every chance they get right now while he works that knee out, they're going to test him a little bit.
Yeah, good call on that, BJ. So up next for the Hornets is going to be right fielder number 8, Carson Woods.
Carson Woods, the no-no breakup. First game of district Montgomery Lake Creek had a no-hitter going into the 7th, and Carson Woods was able to break it up with a base hit for the Hornets.
Wow. So Gonzalez is going to send the pitch here. And that's going to be called ball 1.
Yeah, big spot here for Carson. Able to drive that, same thing that they were doing at the top of the first. Driving into right field, you've got a run coming across this plate.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch pretty soon. And that looks like that's going to be a foul tip there. So we got a 1-1 count with 1 out. Gonzalez gets set here. 1-1 pitch about to come.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch.
Ball 2.
Yeah, you see Gray, their second baseman, holding the runner on, opens up a wide hole there between first and second.
I was also going to say that Hager's taking quite a lead off there as well. And Woods goes chasing after that pitch, and it is a 2-2 count now.
Yeah, I think he had ideas for that, to punch that through to right field. Kind of pulled his head out before the ball got there.
Two-two pitch, and another foul tip there by Woods.
Yeah, early on that swing, jammed him just a little bit there. Trying to keep that, if you're Gonzalez there, trying to keep that ball on the inside, because if he want any hit, you want it going to the left side, so you can try to hold that runner in second. So I can imagine he's probably going to stay on that inside corner to try to keep him from hitting it to the opposite field.
2-2 count with 1 out. bottom of the second. And they are going to call ball 3 on that one. So we have a full count for Woods.
Yeah, if I'm a Rudder Ranger fan, I may be having a couple of calls there, feeling that should have gone their way. It is.
And ump calls time at the moment as Woods gets set again.
Yeah, Carson's got to be sure to protect the plate here. You got one out, just trying to move the runner at all, everything you can do to move the runner. So protect the plate's going to be big here.
3-2 pitch on the way. And they call strike. That is strike 3 to Carson Woods there.
Yeah, tough pitch to take there by Carson. Looked like that one came right down the middle of the plate. Van's got to help himself out a little bit here. Try to get that second run across. Maybe up to him on this one to help his cause out.
So designated hitter Van Brady, number 4, at the plate. 2 outs right now at the bottom of the first. And let's see what Van Brady can do at the plate here for the Hornets. And that's going to be an outside pitch for ball 1.
Yeah, Gonzalez here doesn't have much velocity at all, so it's Morgan to try to pick that pitch coming out. Looks like.
Yeah, I noticed that, and then we are going to have a mound visit here from the Rangers. And so, where ideally do you think that Van Brady is going to want to have this ball placed?
Oh, at this point in time, 2 outs. You just wanted to get it anywhere, and then outfield, maybe anywhere through the infield into the outfield. If you do, you're scoring 1 because you've got 2 outs. Runner's going to be going on contact wherever it's going. So if he can just get it through the infield, whatever it takes to get it through the infield, you're going to have a tied ball game here.
So the Hornets have been 4-6. I've counted in their last 10. There was an undetermined result there from Porter, but the Hornets have been almost 50-50 in terms of their runs scored and runs against, and so they're capable of producing runs, but they're also allowing a decent amount of runs here. But I mean, what's it going to take for this Hornets team to kind of get some things turned around here?
That's it. They got to somehow find fire, and just someone's got to get up there and get the big hits. Like right here, this would be a big hit. This would be a big run to tie it up, right? Those are the things that kind of keep carrying you through the season when you step up to the plate literally and get a big run across. Oh, got a balk.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the runner is going to advance to third. Cody Hager on a balk there from Jaden Gonzalez. And it looks like manager's going to come out and talk to the umpire about that. I don't think he agrees with it.
Yeah, don't know if he came set all the way.
Yeah. So we'll see what that discussion is here. But yeah, you know, in this Rangers team, they got off to an 0-2 start against A&M Consolidated, so they're in the same district position in terms of where the Hornets are right now as well. But they've been playing really good baseball with a 10-4 record with 2 ties. So, you know, they have been pretty hot. So this is a really big test, I feel like, for the Hornets, and they're more than capable of matching it.
Oh, absolutely they are.
All right, 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a strike call there on Van Brady.
Yeah, they've had one common opponent through the years, the Bryan Vikings. Hornets beat them 5-4. Both came in tournament play for both teams. And Rudder Rangers tied them. So that's the only really common opponent that they've had up to this point.
Ball 2 called there.
But this is definitely a more improved team. And you heard it. You heard Jennings in the coach's comments at the beginning. It's an improved team. They had 2 wins last year. Yeah, you know. A new coach. This is a second-year head coach, so he's going to take some time to get the program going, and it's a tough district.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball 3 called there. We've got a 3-1 count now. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Runner on third.
Yeah, this is a hitter's count right here. It's 3-1, but I would have the green light still for Brady because he's going to be coming down the middle, and you can hunt fastball and get that run in.
And that is ball 4. So Van Brady walks to first. And that is going to bring up the center fielder, Johnny Waddell.
Yeah. Got a pinch runner coming in for Van to kind of keep him warm over there on the bench. Number 1.
For the folks at home, BJ, how's Johnny been hitting at the plate so far?
Oh, say that again.
For the folks at home, how's Johnny been hitting at the plate so far this season?
Johnny's been struggling a little bit in the field, a little bit at the plate. If he can just get on base, he's got wheels. And so, yeah, just trying to get him on the base path is what you're trying to do. That's why batting 9-hole or batting over here, toward the bottom of the lineup, batting 6. Try to get some spark for the lower part of the lineup. I do love seeing Austin Taylor getting out there. If you guys are Huntsville Hornet football fans, knowing full well that Austin was our starting quarterback, went down with an injury and unfortunately could not finish the rest of the season, but he has fought back to get back for baseball. So it is really good to see that young man out there running bases.
Here's the pitch, and taking off there at second base was the courtesy runner for Van Brady, number 1, Austin Taylor.
Yeah, good job by Taylor getting to show, hey, my leg is feeling fine. May have been injured in football, but it is feeling good right now.
Absolutely encouraging sign to see there from Austin Taylor.
Yeah, it's a great young man, too. It's been fun to watch him play in football and baseball.
0-1 count. And that is going to be a strike 2 there to Waddell.
Yeah, that's why he may have been ready to pull the trigger on, because now it's a pitcher's count here. He's got a couple that he can waste and try to see if Johnny will.
Umpire calls time here before we get to the 0-2 pitch coming from Gonzalez.
Yeah, there's been some new rules in the district. There's things that they can't say from the dugout now. They have a list of things, and so if it's too much coming from the dugout, the umpire can stop them from chanting.
And that's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, they're trying to cut down on some of the heckling or just some of that.
Oh, okay.
So the times that the umpire wants to, if it's getting too out of hand, he can call it for the other dugout to stop.
1-2 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and a solid hit there.
He's going to beat that out.
And Johnny beats it out, and he's safe at first and gets an RBI there. Great job. Solid contact there for Johnny.
Yeah, it was. You knew the moment that there was a bobble there at third base. Johnny with his wheels, he was most likely going to beat that one out. So good job by Johnny that knowing he got the ball down. Third baseman was playing in, so he cut the throw down a little bit, but with that bobble, Johnny was able to beat that out. Way to be heads up running there, knowing full well you had a runner at third, getting that run in.
Well, we have a 2-2 game now as the Hornets tied it up after that run scored from Cody Hager. Great base running coming from him. And that's going to bring shortstop number 20, Colton Harding, to the plate. Here comes the pitch here, and Johnny's taking for second, and he gets the steal easily with ease.
Yeah, he's going to get there. You can see him continuing to test out that catcher. Johnny getting down there, turns a single into a double on the very next pitch. Put the pressure on, and this is what you're wanting to see from your team. Yeah, you get a chopper at third, but you're running it out. You're being smart on the base path. You're trying to force the issue.
Here's contact coming from Harding, and he is thrown out, and that is 3 outs. So at the end of the first inning, the Hornets tie it up with the Rangers with a 2-2 score. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we thank you all for tuning in at home to Huntsville Hornets baseball. You are listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We will And we welcome you back to the broadcast. Top of the second, leading off for the Rudder Rangers is the right fielder, number 10, Anthony Menchaca. So hopefully getting things started off in this second inning. Van Brady can shake off those nerves and now really be settled into the game.
Oh,
good stop
play.
there, and he fires it to first,
Good play.
and there's the first out. Fantastic stop there in the field by number 6, Josh Stanley, the second baseman.
Yeah, got down there, pop-up slide, got to the ball, was able to get to his feet and get the throw over to Brian Parker Jr. Low throw, Parker's able to dig that out, get that first out, big first out, especially after getting 2 runs on the board for your team there. So, yeah, good start to this top of the second.
Quick first out. Great defensive play there by second baseman Stanley. And now at the plate is third baseman for the Rangers, number 5, Javier Merez.
Yeah, that'll help pick up your pitcher there too.
And so that's going to be strike 1 there from Brady.
Watching your second baseman travel over, get to that ball and get that first out there. So it definitely helps your pitcher out. Oh, good pitch.
That's strike 2 from Brady. We've got a 0-2 count with 1 out.
Yeah, I love those pitches that he starts at the batter and then comes back over the plate, freezes them. That's another thing with him hitting his spots like that and moving it inside, outside, up, down. He gets them off balance, and so look for him to settle in and try to get them even more off balance.
There's some contact, but it goes foul from Merez. Brady's still ahead in the count. No runners on at the moment for the Rangers.
Yeah, this is where you like Brady ahead in the count. Got a couple of pitches. He doesn't have to give up the strike zone. He can go for that outside pitch that he likes. So I could see where he could try to get that outside pitch called strike here.
0-2 pitch coming from Brady. And that's going to be ball 1 there.
And almost came in and got him.
Yeah, almost got him there.
Yeah, big out to get here. Getting the second out would be really good because it got the top of the lineup coming up for the Rudder Rangers, who did a little bit of damage in the beginning of this game. So, getting 2 outs here, try to get that third out with the top of the lineup, then get your offense back out here in the field as soon as you can.
1-2 pitch. And they're going to call ball 2 there.
Outside low, couldn't see that one real well.
Two pitch on the way. And that's outside for a ball 3.
Yeah, not going to offer it that one. That one's almost in the other batter's box, left-handed batter's box.
Wind steadily picking up again out there in the outfield. See our flags flying. And that's going to be a ball 4. So Merez will head to first, and that will bring up the top of the order for the Rangers and second baseman number 2, Aiden Gray. Not what we wanted to see, but, got to deal with it now.
Oh, you just got to deal with it, and especially with Merez on there, he may be looking to run early to try to test out Nieto here.
So, manager passes on his information to his runner, and so, do you think we might see a steal opportunity potentially?
I think first couple of pitches here, he may go at it, go for it. Doesn't have a big lead on this one.
First pitch from Brady is a ball 1. 1 out. With a runner on first.
Yeah, still a small lead.
Yeah, Gray got things started off early, and so going to be looking to try to be 2 for 2 here. Oh, and the ump calls time as that pitch is thrown.
Yeah, that was a late granting of a timeout.
Yes, after Brady had already thrown a pitch, so that's a wasted pitch there for him. That was very close on that one, BJ.
Yeah.
So Gray gets set back in the batter's box. And Brady will get set to throw the 1-0 pitch.
Good pitch.
And that's strike one there.
Yeah, that show of sign bunt there, getting Jackson to kind of coming to play in. Still not a very big lead there by Merez at first.
Any concerns that we're in the second inning and Brady is now up to 40 pitches?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the pitch count in the first inning getting up near 23, 25 pitches, and now approaching 50, 41, approaching 50.
2-1 count, 1 out, runner on first in the top of the second. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Whoa, and Gray makes some solid contact there, but it goes fouled out in right field.
Yeah, remember these first three batters, these are the ones that went opposite field, all three of them. And so Gray started it off, getting in between. So you see Josh Stanley playing over, if you're wondering why he's shading so far over, trying to stop that ball from getting through the infield on that side. 2-2
count. And that pitch is fouled off. And the Rangers here, you know, they've got 6 hitters in their lineup that are batting 250. They've got a batting average of 250 or higher.
Yeah, they're going to surprise some people this year, especially after only having 2 wins last year. But you can already see the adjustments being made. Stanley's he's over halfway between. He's more on the first base side of second base there than he is towards second.
Yeah, like he's expecting an opposite field hit, or like he did the first inning. Oh, and there goes Gray, hits it out there to right field, and it's caught for the second out of the top of the second inning by the right fielder, number 8, Carson Woods.
Yeah, good job tracking that down. Wind has died down, so that one wasn't affected as much.
Right.
By the wind earlier. If it had been blowing the way it was earlier, that may have even blown foul with as big winds as we had.
So first baseman number 7, Jose Ponce, is at the plate and got an opposite field hit earlier in the first inning as well.
Yeah, they still got Stanley playing over on that side.
Yep. And so the Hornets are in a good position, though, with 1 runner on first and 2 outs, and we have a 1-0 count right now. Okay, gotcha. And so it is a 2-0 count. Brady now up to almost approaching 50 pitches. He's at 46 now. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ball 3, but Merez advances to second base on the miscatch there from Nieto.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a pass ball there.
Yep.
It was low, but one that Nieto probably should have had at least stopped in front of him.
3-0 count with 2 outs, and now runner on second for the Rangers. So Brady should deliver a strike here. And that's going to be a ball 4, and he walks Ponce, and that's going to bring up the top hitter for the Rangers in center fielder number 8, Austin Issam.
Yeah, I got to be careful with this guy. He's already shown that he could put it in the right field.
Oh, yeah.
Coach is going to come out and have a conversation here with his squad. Probably remind Van Brady, this is the guy we got to watch out for. You can't play around with him, knowing he's already deposited into right field, runners first and second. Got to bear down and make sure you don't let a runner get across.
Well, I love talking with Coach earlier today, and you know he seems to have so much confidence in Brady's ability out there on the mound. I mean, you could tell he has such support of his guy out there, and so you know in situations like this, Brady is more than capable of making a very key out here.
Yeah, and he's a Hardin Simmons commit. I mean, he's a kid that, again, if he's rattled, you don't see it. You know, it's not anything that he shows on the outside. He's pretty cool, calm, and collected. And so even in this moment, you know, you got 2 runners on, and 2 outs. That's a big deal. You just got to come get this batter, and so you just got to focus on this batter, knowing you've got to be careful with him because he's the one in the lineup that can really hurt you, especially with runners on.
So how do you think Brady is going to attack this strike zone against such a talented hitter like Eason?
Yeah, just keep him off balance, inside, outside, speed him up, slow him down.
Oh, nice pitch there from Brady to get Isom chasing. So that's an 0-1 count now.
Yeah, he's set up ready for that outside, swinging for that outside pitch.
So here comes Brady getting set to throw the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count, 2 outs, runners on first and second at the top of the second inning, and that is the 50th pitch thrown there from Brady.
And come back inside again, try to start it at the batter.
And there's a strike 2 called.
Yeah, good pitch. Way to get ahead in the count. 1-2. You are ahead. Got a couple of pitches that you can play around with. Maybe even get him to chase. That would be nice.
Oh, yeah. So Brady getting set for the 1-2 pitch. Runners take their leadoffs. And there's a key hit there from Isom right up center field. Johnny is going to throw it in back inside the diamond, and a run is scored there by number 5, Javier Merez. And so Isom now has 2 RBIs in this game, but, you know, talented hitters like him, they make the most of their opportunities.
Yeah, and you just got to tip the cap on that one. He hit it where second baseman normally might play, but because of the earlier hit he had, just put it right up the middle.
So the score is now 3-2 Rangers at the top of the second with runners on the corners. And so that's going to bring number 22, Adrian Herrera, the catcher, another talented hitter as well for the Rangers at the plate. He's been having a really good year as a sophomore for this Rangers team.
Yeah, I got to watch out here with Isom. He's going to play around, jump around, move around, try to get the attention of Van Brady off the batter.
So 1-0 count to Brady. Here comes the pitch. And there's a big hit there. Right field being chased by Woods, and it goes foul.
Yeah, just tailing away from him, putting a swing on that ball, and you could just see that it was just tailing away from him. Carson made a really good attempt to get to it in foul territory, just unable to come up with it. You do have 1-1 count.
So Van Brady is now up to 54 pitches. 2 outs to go in this second inning with a 1-1 count. And bunt is being shown, but Van Brady fires to first for a pickoff opportunity, and Isom gets back.
Yeah, I'd certainly be surprised if there was a bunt with 2 outs.
Yeah. So Herrera showing bunt again. And then Isom takes off for second, and he's going to get the steal and advances to second base. So Rangers are now at third and second base right now with 2 outs. 2-1 count.
Yeah, it just looked like he was just playing with him there to give time for that runner to get from first to second.
2-1 pitch from Brady. And there's a strike called. It'll be a 2-2 count.
Yeah, good pitch on the outside there. Got him to chase. Herrera here just plays it first. Infield, Van's got to just trust his infield.
Big pitch opportunity here for Brady, as want to leave these 2 runners stranded on and get this out right here to in the top of the second.
Yeah, another inning where he's struggling just a little bit.
2-2 pitch. Ooh. And Herrera hits that one deep, and it is a home run, 3-run shot for the Rangers. The score is now going to be 5-2.
Yeah, it looked like it hit the foul pole.
Big home run there from Herrera, and that's got to be tough for Brady, who's nearing 60 pitches in the second inning, and that was a huge opportunity there for the Rangers as he hit that deep right there into left field, and it looks like it grazed right there on the foul pole.
Yeah, it looked like it hit the foul pole. Herrera, man, he just turned on that inside pitch.
Yeah.
And it was one of those where you're like, that's probably going to go out. If it stays fair, we're hoping that it would just go fouls as Hornet fans. But, man, I had to put a swing on it.
Definitely a laser hit there for the Rangers. So 6-2 is the score of the game. And we have the left fielder, number 1, Mark Pierre Iquieta at the plate. So this heart of the Ranger lineup has been extremely effective in these first 2 innings against Van Brady.
Yeah, they really have. And, you know, I just think that they've looked at some film on him.
Yeah.
And picked up some things early in the first inning, and those three hits in a row through the first and second base bag. And so started it early.
2-1 count as ball 2 is called.
Looks like we got Hunter Moore warming up in the bullpen there for the Hornets.
And there's a pop fly inside the diamond, and that out is going to be made by the shortstop, Colton Harding. That is the 3rd out. We have ended the top of the 2nd inning. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, Huntsville Hornets at the plate, hoping to get some offense going here. 6-2 is your score. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Huntsville Hornet Broadcast Network. And we welcome you back to the bottom of the 2nd inning. This broadcast of Huntsville Hornet Baseball is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals. And by Buckhorn Roofing, expert roofing solutions in Huntsville, Texas. Protecting your home, one shingle at a time. Rudder Rangers are up in this game right now, 6-2. BJ, tough go there from our
Really
pitcher.
was. Yeah, it really was. Herrera with the big hit there that just, he just turned on it and then sent it out there, hit off the foul pole. I mean, what do you do on that one? Kid just hit the ball hard, and you know, you got to come back out and play. It's the good thing is it's 2nd inning. So, bottom of the 2nd, you still got 6 innings. You got still 6 chances on offense to get some of these runs back. You don't have to get them all back right now. Like with Jackson, he had 2 bats on Friday, 2 walks. So that's what you do. You just got to get on base, and you got to hand it down to the next guy to move the runners around. So that's what Jackson's got to do. He can't get all 4 runs right back right here. You start small. You just start getting out there and getting base runners.
Well, 3rd baseman, number 49, Jackson Slater, is at the plate. And you know, another thing, BJ, that we're noticing that's probably going to be pretty consistent throughout this game is the wind gradually goes up and it goes down. It's just kind of very inconsistent, but it's going to be strong and then it's not.
Yeah. It's there and then it's not, and then when you need it, it doesn't help you push it out there. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll get one of those to help out.
Absolutely.
During the game.
All right, first pitch coming here for the Hornets from Jaden Gonzalez as Slater gets set. And here's the pitch.
Ooh.
And that's going to be inside for ball 1.
Yeah, almost hit him there on that pitch.
Yeah, and Brady's got 61 pitches, which is tough to see. He's been really busy. Here's the second pitch, and that's going to be ball 2 by Gonzalez.
Yeah, and I haven't seen a real strong command of the strike zone here by Gonzalez.
Right.
So, you got 2 in the bottom of the first. You can get those same 4 runs here if you need to. Again, don't have to get them all back, but at least start scratching back here.
Yeah, and it looks like when Gonzalez pitches, it like you said earlier, it doesn't appear that he has a whole lot of velocity, but he seems to have some decent placement on where he wants to get his pitches. But
yeah, this is where your offense has got to take over right here.
Right.
You're not being overpowered.
Ball 3. Here's the 3-0 count, and that's going to be strike 1 called to Slater.
Yeah, still ahead in the count 3-1. You still make him make his pitch to get you out.
Contact there from Slater, trying to run it out to first, and he's thrown out. And that will be the first out for the Rangers.
Yeah, Merez played it on a great hop, waited the ball to travel to him, trusted his arm to get it over there to the first baseman Ponce. So good play there by Merez. Jackson, I'm glad he went up there swinging, just unable to come up with the base hit.
So at the plate is the first baseman, number 28, Bryan Parker Jr.
Yeah, this is a kid I'd like to see catch fire here. Have a really good at bat.
So the senior first baseman, Bryan Parker Jr. at the plate. Hopefully can get some momentum going here for the Hornets and get some things cracking for this offense here in the bottom of the second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball 1 to Gonzalez.
Yeah, Parker's one where if he can get into one, he can send it to the gap. Maybe a little pick-me-up for his team here.
Yeah. Well, he looks like he's got some size. You'd think he could definitely get some solid contact there. And he hits one, looks like right up the middle, and he's going to get a base hit on to first base. Nice contact there from Bryan Parker Jr.
Yeah, deposit that one right up the middle, right back to the pitcher into the center field. So, again, hand it over now to the top of the lineup.
Yeah. So here we are, top of the lineup, and the Huntsville Hornets have second baseman number 6, Josh Stanley, at the plate with 1 runner on first. 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Stanley getting set. Here's the pitch.
There we go.
Stanley, woo, liner there, and it was mishandled there originally by Merez, but Parker thought that it was an out, but it wasn't, and so he ends up getting thrown out at second base.
Yeah,
so
it was a hard shot by Josh Stanley. Parker thought it was in his glove, and it came out, and he just got caught up, not advancing to second.
And that's tough because, I mean, he would have thought it was an out, and he didn't want to get thrown out at first, obviously. So, it's unfortunate, but sometimes that happens.
And Josh put a good swing on that one, too.
Oh, yeah. That was hard hit. So this has Cody Hager.
There we go.
Gets a base hit there between third and short, and that's going to advance Stanley to second. And so top of the order, got runners on second and first here with 2 outs at the bottom of the second inning. So you like seeing this, and now we hope that catcher number 3 Noah Nieto can really take advantage here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you're wanting to see. Then you're starting to see some hard hit balls there by Stanley. Well, Bryan Parker Jr. up the middle. Then Stanley, a good hard hit. And then, of course, getting your Hager to get that through past the diving third baseman. So you want to keep seeing these hard hits. Get a couple of these runs in with 2 outs would certainly be a big help.
So here comes the pitch with 2 outs.
I like having Nieto up in this moment here, and this is where this kid could really help out his team. Being a junior, a big base hit here could score 2, depends on where he puts it, and really help his pitcher out and help pick up his team.
So ball 1. And there's a big contact hit there from Nieto, who hits it in the gap, and it bounces out over the fence, so that will be a double, and that scores Stanley at home, and that's also going to bring in Hager as well. So huge hit from Nieto to get a two RBI double?
1. They're going to send Hager back because it's a ground rule double.
All right, so that will be 1 run scored as Nieto sends in Stanley and advances Hager to third.
Yeah, I mean, he drove it, but that's what you're wanting to see from Nieto. Yeah, you got just 1 run in, but that was a hard hit ball. It was in the gap. The left fielder was already turned, headed towards the fence. Again, you got Nieto on second trying to get his team riled up a little bit. You've still got runners on second and third with Carson Woods coming up here. You get 2 more runs pushed across here. It's a 1-run ball game.
So courtesy runner comes in at second for Noah Nieto. That's going to be number 10, Titan Evans. And at the plate now is right fielder number 8, Carson Woods. So here's the pitch. Carson with contact to the third baseman, Merez. Merez throws to first, and he's out. So that will end the 2nd inning, and the Huntsville Hornets managed to score 1 run. So the score now, Rangers 6, Hornets 3. We'll be right back after these messages. You are listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. Tonight's broadcast of Huntsville Hornets baseball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transmission or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. 0-1 count already to number 20, Colton Hart. Sorry, not Colton Harding. My mistake, folks. I read the wrong lineup. To designated hitter number 21, Marquez. 2-0 count now from Brady. BJ, do you think that this might be the final inning we see of Van Brady?
Yeah, I think it's a good chance. You got Hunter Moore going back out there to warm up, so I would imagine this is Brady's last inning of work here. So he'd like a clean inning.
2-2 count now as Marquez fouls that off, and Van Brady is up to 65 pitches as we are at the top of the 3rd inning. 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be ball 3.
Yeah, you're seeing some really good plate discipline here by the Rangers and attacking the pitches that they need to. You're starting to see that from your Hornets, too.
And ball 4 thrown by Brady, and that's going to send Marquez over to first base with shortstop number 12, Parker Jones, coming up to the plate.
Yeah, I got to try to find a way to get these 3 outs here before the top of the lineup, before the lineup, the part of the lineup that's done some real damage comes back up. So double play would be your best friend right here. That would be nice.
Well, you could tell Brady looked visibly frustrated after that ball 4 call. Here's the first pitch. And that's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, trying to play some small ball here for the Rudder Rangers with a 3-run lead, trying to get a runner in scoring position to tack on another run.
That's strike 1 called there.
And Jackson Slater coming way up.
Yeah. 1-1 count here. No outs and a runner on first here at the top of the 3rd inning.
He gets the ball that close, he may be throwing to second.
Here's 1-1 pitch. Man, that looks like a really good throw there from Brady, but they are going to call that a ball 2 there.
Got a lot of plays on that card.
All right, we get set here as Brady delivers the 2-1 pitch, and there's a foul off ball there. Going to make it a 2-2 count.
Yeah, 2-2 count here. Still wanting to attack the batter. Probably get the runner out at second on any. Probably able to get the runner out at second on any play on the infield. Got a speedy Jones here. Don't know if you'll get him at first.
And that's going to be a ball 3 for the Hornets. So we got a 3-2 count with no outs and a runner on first here at the top of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, good stop by Nieto. Getting the ball, keeping it in front of him. Again, you don't have a fast runner over there at first, but keeping that ball in front of you. If he goes to backstop, they're going to take second.
And there's a base hit there from Jones right in between the 3rd baseman and the shortstop. And so runner advances to second. Now the Rangers have man on second and first with no outs.
That may be it for Van.
And that could be it as head coach Jennings comes out here. And
looks like Hunter Moore is coming in.
And that's going to be it for Brady this evening. Tough night tonight for Brady.
I hate that for that kid. He just really is a great kid, and he's your ace, and he's the guy that you're thinking, after a dropping 2 to Montgomery Lake Creek, that he's going to get you back on track. Just had a rough night. I would say a combination rough night, but also I think the Rudder Rangers did a little bit of scouting this week to get ready for Van, because they put some good swings on those pitches. And they just hit the ball. There's no errors on the board. They earned all 6 of those runs. They earned them. So, they just had his number tonight.
Tough night for the ace of the Hornets. And coming up on the mound now is junior pitcher, right-handed pitcher, number 12, Hunter Moore. Tell us a little about Hunter Moore, BJ.
Yeah, Hunter had a great JV season last season. Had a really good outing coming in against Montgomery Lake Creek, shutting them down, getting all 3 outs without allowing a run to score. So getting to pitch against a squad like that is something that, you get to cut your teeth on a little bit. So it earned him another spot here to come in a relief appearance, and probably a longer relief appearance here since he's coming in at the bottom of the 2nd. So, it's a good move here for Hunter. It's a good spot for him to be in. To try to see if he can't help his team out after Van Brady went with 73 pitches, facing 37 batters, threw 36 strikes, unfortunately had 6 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, and gave up 4 walks with 2 strikeouts for Van Brady. So, again, tough night for our number 4. He's still my guy. I still love watching him pitch, and there's some of those nights you just have those nights. And
yeah. And Van Brady seems like the kind of kid that he'll shake this off and he's going to get right back to it.
Yeah, he will. And again, this game is far from over. You got runners on here, but Hunter, it's a big place for him to maybe get some of these out. Probably going to have the runners playing up on the grass, expecting bunt, or just to cut the runner down at third.
So Hunter Moore set to throw his first pitch. And that's going to be strike one to the right fielder, number 10, Anthony Menchaca of the Rangers.
Good job. That's a good sign for Hunter Moore coming out there and getting that first pitch strike right there.
Runners on second and first with no outs. Hunter Moore ahead right now with an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be ball one. Nieto doing a really good job defensively behind the plate here for the Hornets.
Yeah, he is. You have a pinch runner out there at second. Gabriel Ramirez is running for the Rudder Rangers.
Okay. And that's going to be strike two.
Yeah, good job.
Hunter Moore coming out and delivering right away.
Yeah, let's see some more of that.
1-2 count here at the top of the third inning.
Yes.
And that's a strikeout right there for Hunter Moore from the get-go. 4 pitches and a strikeout. Got to be happy to see that.
That's right. He went after him right there. Love to see that coming out, and your team is hemorrhaging just a little bit. Runners on first and second. You inherit those runners with no outs. To get an out on the board, that's a big deal by Hunter.
Great job by Hunter Moore, and that brings up the third baseman, number 5, Javier Merez, here to the plate. That's ball one thrown there by Moore.
Yeah, we got to get this out here because you got the top of their lineup coming up. Try to see if we can't get another out on the board. Love to see a double play. Double play would be a pitcher's best friend right here.
Absolutely. And that's strike one call as well.
Filling up that strike zone.
1-1 count here for Moore with 1 out. Runners on second and first here at the top of the third inning. Moore coming out right away and having command. Looked like an off-speed pitch there, but it's going to be a 2-1 count.
Yeah, I'm okay with that one. You don't want to just keep, gassing in there. You got to keep them off balance just a little bit. Keep them guessing where you can.
2-1 pitch. And that's a ball 3. So Merez is ahead in the count. And, we probably this pitch here, right? We got to see Moore send one in.
Yeah, he's got to be around that strike zone here. It's a hitter's count, unfortunately, so he's going to be hunting for a fastball.
Woo, and a strike 2 called there as Moore sent one in there.
Yeah, slowed it down just a little bit there. Looked like he had him off balance. 3-2 count.
Yep, full count, 1 out.
I like another big strikeout in this place.
And that's a pop out. Looks like it's going to be a...
Yeah, sending the runner there, 3-2 count, 1 out. And number 11 was on the run. They are being aggressive.
Okay, so 3-2 count with 1 out. And here comes the pitch from Hunter Moore. And there's a fly ball out there into...
Infield fly roll should be...
to second baseman Stanley. That's 2 outs for the Hornets here at the top of the third inning. We'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely. Infield fly roll in effect there with Josh catching it just a little bit off field, but off the infield. But that's a big second out to get there for Hunter.
Well, BJ, here's been the problem area as we are now at the top of the lineup again for the Rangers with the second baseman, number 2, Aiden Gray, up to bat, and he's been very effective from here at the plate for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Ooh, big fly ball going out there to center field. Looks like Johnny Wydell is on it, and he gets the 3rd out to end the top of the 3rd inning. Love seeing that. We'll come back after these messages, and when we come back, Hornets will be at the plate. You are listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We'll be right back. And we're back, folks, here with the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. Bottom of the third inning as the Huntsville Hornets are due up, and number 4, Van Brady, is going to step up to the plate as he got relieved of his pitching duties, and B.J. Hunter Moore came in and did a really great job there getting those outs for the Hornets.
He did exactly where you're maybe more than you're wanting him to do. I mean, coming in and the base, no outs, runners on first and second. You've been struggling. You know, they've been putting good swings on the ball. All those 6 runs are earned, and you come out and you get 3 outs. One of those a punch out, 2 fly balls. You know, great job by that young man. Exactly what you wanted him to do.
Brady here at the plate with the first pitch thrown, and that's going to be a ball 1 to Gonzalez. Still on the mound for the Rangers here. He's up to 41 pitches right now.
Yeah, right now that 0 spot, top of the third, is really big, especially what it was looking like the inning could turn into.
Ball 2 there.
And again, Gonzalez hasn't had overpowering stuff, and you've seen in the last inning we're starting to put some good at-bats together and starting to hit the ball really hard. So if the rest can follow suit with Van Brady and Waddell and Harding and Slater, Parker, and Parker actually started that with some of those hits up the middle. So keep that going. You can cut this lead down at least for a couple of runs, if not tied up.
I like what you said, though, earlier, too, BJ, because when you look at that scoreboard, you see first inning there for Rudder, 2 runs scored, and then the second inning, 4 runs scored, but then no runs scored there at the top of the third. And so you would think that for these guys, just focusing 1 inning at a time, keeping it to zeros the rest of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was Hunter Moore coming in and, shutting them down. So, he's going to most likely come back out and earn another inning, I would give him at least.
Absolutely. 2-1 count here. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Correction there. It is a 3-1 count. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Van Brady at the plate. No outs. Bottom of the third inning. Here comes the pitch from Gonzalez. And that's ball 4. Brady will take first base.
Yep, that's what you want.
And so coming up to the plate will be the center fielder, number 5, Johnny Waddell.
Here, Huntsville Hornets, the center fielder, number 5, Johnny Waddell.
Johnny can help his pitcher that's the starting pitcher that's now at first base with a hit here. You just want to keep base runners. So even with the speed, you saw him earlier, beat out a throw to first. And so anywhere on the infield, and Johnny's got a shot.
Man, and Johnny made some really solid contact there to that third baseman where he couldn't actually get the out. He dropped the ball, but then at that point, Johnny's got the wheels to get the first.
Yeah, he really does.
So it's 0-1 count now, strike 1 called. And Brady taking a lead there at first. Waddell getting ready. Gets some contact there as it bounces to the shortstop, who throws it to first, and it's missed. Yeah. And the runners are going to advance as Waddell gets to second base, and Brady advances to third. Fantastic job as the missed throw there from the shortstop to the first baseman allows Waddell to get 2
Yeah, I
on
think
that.
that's going to be an error on that one, a throwing error.
That's right. So Waddell being very dangerous just with his running ability there out of the box.
Yeah, making something happen right there. No outs,
Yeah.
runners on second and third, handing it off here to Harding. Again, put the ball in play, make something happen. That's what you're wanting to see here.
Well, this is good sight to see here with the Hornets. No outs, runners on third and second, and Colton Harding here, the shortstop at the plate, hoping to make something happen here, and ball 1 has been called.
Yeah, I don't think Gonzalez is in this game too much longer.
It looks like they're going to go to it looks like they might make a change here, potentially. Yep. Wait, let's see here.
Pointing right fielder out.
Yep. So there's going to be a change as the Rudder Rangers are going to send in a new right fielder in number 17,
That's,
Noah Ramirez. And so that will bring out Anthony Menchaca, and it looks like he's going to turn his attention over to some pitching now.
He's got to go get warmed
Yeah.
up, so they're going to get him in the So-
bullpen.
Gonzalez has got to at least probably going to face at least one more batter to give him number 10 time to warm up.
So Noah Ramirez, number 17, will now take right field duties for the Rudder Rangers.
Yeah, but you've got Gonzalez rattled here right now.
Yes.
No outs, one. He's already got one ball up there. You got your head coach that's come out and told the right fielder, "Hey, go get warmed up." So you've got him on the ropes a little bit here. This is a big spot. You've got to have these 2 runs across the plate. You got to get out of this inning with at least cutting the lead down to only 1 run.
Yeah, the Rudder manager didn't waste much time in making that decision very quickly there with the situation that they're facing with the Hornets being, like you said, got the Rangers on the ropes here right now. Ooh, and that looked like an off-speed pitch, called for a strike 1 there. 1-1 count to Harding.
It was almost too slow.
Oh yeah. Not quite a knuckleballer here, but that was pretty slow. And strike 2 called for a 1-2 count.
Yeah, that's the one you wanted to swing at right there.
Well, Gonzalez is easing back into things here, I think, after that mound visit.
Yeah, still a spot here for Harding if he can just get a hold of one. Got to protect the plate, though. Nope, too far out.
Outside for a ball 2. 2-2 count.
Yeah, that one wasn't even close.
Brady and Waddell on the bases. And here comes the 2-2 pitch from Gonzalez. Ball 3 called.
There you go.
Full count. Good position here that Harding has gotten Gonzalez in. So
Yeah, he's got to be smart. He's got to protect that plate. He's got to look for anything that's close. You're going to have to be swinging at it.
here comes the 3-2 pitch.
No.
And
Good
that's
watch.
ball 4. Sends Harding to first base. Hornets have bases loaded with no outs, and that's going to send Jackson Slater to the plate.
Yeah, Jackson's been really patient at the plate. Liked his approaches. He had a ground out to the third baseman in the first inning, or second inning. So I could see Jackson right here in a big moment. This is another kid. I love cheering for this kid. He walked on football this year.
Okay.
Never played football before, and was like, you know what, my senior year, I want to have some fun. So, hey, let's have some fun right now.
Absolutely. And BJ, how would you like to see Jackson approach
Oh,
Gonzalez
just
here?
Attack right here because he's coming out of the ball game.
Strike 1 there. That was a really inside pitch there that they
Yeah.
called a strike. So kind of surprised by that one, but
Yeah,
nonetheless, it's a 0-1 count now.
that's a tough one. Yeah,
That's a tough one,
I
BJ.
didn't see that one as a strike. I mean, he's taking that one. Jackson's taking that one all the way. Good reason.
And that's ball one there. 1-1 count with bases loaded here at the bottom of the third inning. Both Rudder and Huntsville each have 6 hits in this game.
He's just it's a slow approach to the plate, so he's gonna have to wait on it. Doesn't want to swing around too early and roll over on it and just get a weak ground ball. So just gonna wait and let it get to him.
And that's ball 2.
No, he called that.
Oh, there's a strike. Oh my goodness. Called a little bit surprised on that one, but nonetheless, got a 1-2 count here, folks. Man.
Yeah. Now you got to be a defensive hitter here.
And manager is going to come back out again. And it looks like he's going to send his first baseman into the dugout. So we're about to see what happens here.
Number 7 coming out to pitch to finish his batter.
Oh, look at that. Okay. So the first baseman, Jose Ponce, will now take the mound. And we'll see here if they're going to make a change at first, but we'll see. Okay, Gonzalez is indeed done for the night. He finishes with 55 pitches here for the Rangers. He was ahead in the count, 1-2, but I think in this situation, they want to go ahead and just get Ponce up there from first base on the mound to kind of finish this batter off so they can get their who they really actually want on the mound, which is the former right fielder, number 10, Anthony Menchaca, to take the mound for them. And it looks like he's coming now.
It looks like 20 coming in.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So Juan Marquez, it looks like he was the DH earlier for the Rangers, and now he's going to be manning first base for the Rangers.
Yeah, at this point in time, it's a chess match.
Absolutely. And I've noticed here this Rudder manager, his name is Bailey Duramis. He makes a lot of adjustments and changes here. So definitely, like you mentioned, a chess match here, a lot of strategic baseball managing happening before our eyes.
Yeah, and I think he recognizes, this is just a big spot right here, right? You got 2 runners on scoring position, bases loaded, and you got a guy up there who's been seeing the ball really well, been patient at the plate, got a couple of got some help on some of the strike calls there, but doesn't want to let the Hornets get back into this thing. So no outs. He's thinking if we let 1 run across, that's okay, but I don't want to give up a 3-run, any of the 3 runs here and let the Hornets tie it in the bottom of the third. So, yeah, you do what you can. You know your ball club. You do what you can, put them in the situation and see if the kids can execute.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, BJ, you think this is just simply throwing something different at Jackson when he's got a 1-2 count?
I think so. I think it's something of that, just kind of, no outs, and just got to change him up, get him out of his, he's already seen some pitches from Gonzalez. I think he knows that his pitcher's not being overpowering with stuff, and so you got to change it up. You got to change up the delivery. You got to change up the speed. You got to change up, who's, the height, where the ball's coming off the mound. Just do whatever you can with this batter, and of course with Brian Parker Jr. To try to minimize the damage that the Hornets are ready to do right here in the bottom of the third.
So Ponce getting ready to throw out his first pitch on the mound, moving over from first base to the mound. And number 20, Juan Marquez, the DH, now mans first base for the Rudder Rangers. Looks like they're still getting some things squared away here with the changes, and Jackson Slater's about to step back here into the batter's box with a 1-2 count with no outs here at the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, if you're watching online, we may be here a while tonight. 9:30, 10 o'clock ball
yeah.
game. We're staring down a 10 o'clock ball game easy.
Folks, just a reminder that this season of Huntsville Hornet Baseball is presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line.
Yeah, I think right now Coach is just getting all the changes that has been made from the Rudder coach. You had the right fielder going in, and you got the first baseman who was warming up the right fielder that's going in. That's now at first base. You got the first baseman moving over to pitcher. A lot of switcheroos right there. So the coach is wanting to make sure he's got them all down.
This is making for a very interesting baseball game here with all of the strategy moves in play and all the changes, but
yeah, we're talking about it in the booth up here. Tony Kulak just played the whole song. Life is a highway, so is this game.
Yeah, Tony Kulak, not just our PA announcer, but also our DJ in the stadium tonight.
Here we go. Make it worth it, Jackson.
All right. 1-2 count coming for Jackson. Here's the pitch.
There we go.
And that's an inside pitch there for ball 2.
Inside pitch was called strike earlier. No, not that bad, but not that bad.
2-2 count coming for Slater. And there's some contact, but it's going to go foul.
I like the hack. I like it. I like the attitude of I'm going to get up there and hit this pitch.
Absolutely.
You got a fresh first baseman in there that's just new into the game. Work it to that right side of the field if you can. Right now, he's just wanting to hit it anywhere. Just getting the bat on the ball, contact, move the runners.
2-2 pitch. And it's inside for a ball 3. Full count. Bases loaded. Slater, big opportunity here with no outs.
Oh, have fun. Have fun, kid.
Yeah.
If he puts it right down the middle, just hack at it.
Here it comes.
There it is.
Oh, and it's going to fly up there in the infield.
Oh, he's trouble. That's trouble.
Oh, and he makes the out. Big out there for the catcher. Adrian Herrera of the Rangers. Very happy he made that out. Boy, that was a tough out to make as well. But
I don't know how he made it. He still had his mask.
I know.
He had his mask in his right hand, reached up at the last moment, and even had to check his glove to make sure he got it.
Kind of surprised that Ponce just didn't take it, being, a first baseman. He's got the capability of being able to make that out, but Herrera gets it, and we have one out. Base is still loaded, and Brian Parker Jr. up at the plate. Already got a hit earlier in this game.
Yeah, he's the one that started off that inning, getting some of those back.
So that outside pitch there goes for a strike 1 call to Parker Jr. And there's a misplay there, but it's going to be an out as Brady tries to come home and score the run, and that's going to make it 2 outs now. Runners advance to third and second base, but unfortunately the second out of the inning is called on the Hornets, and so we're at a 1-1 count.
Yeah, tough call there. The ball just did not get far enough away. Didn't get as far as he thought it did.
All right, so ball 2 is thrown. We have two outs in this inning with runners on third and second here in the bottom of the third. Parker Jr. Outside pitch thrown, 3-1 count.
Yeah, you still have a chance to do some damage here. Even with 2 outs. You got 2 outs, 2 runners on.
All right, Parker Jr. with the pitch coming his way, and that's a ball 4. So we are at bases loaded with 2 outs.
Yeah.
And we are at the top of the order as Huntsville Hornets second baseman, number 6, Josh Staley, steps back into the box.
Yeah, Josh, big spot here for him. There's another good kid, played football, really started coming in at the end of the year. Ooh,
whoa,
hit him, we'll take it.
Hey, and Josh Staley gets hit by the pitch
Yep.
from Ponce, and that's going to bring in Wydell for a run scored. And that now makes the score Rangers 6, Hornets 4 here in the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, Josh he's over there at first. Man, he wanted to hit. He didn't want to get hit.
Yeah, for sure.
that kid wanted to drive some runs in. But hey, you take it for the team, you wear it for the team, and you get a run in. And see if your next guy can do some damage.
So BJ, you gotta like this spot here. 2 outs, bases loaded. Cody Hager in the box now.
Oh, another hit
he
pitch.
Gets hit by the pitch. And that's going to send in another run for the Huntsville Hornets. With the score now, Rangers 6, Hornets 5 here in the bottom of the third inning. Wow.
You got some Rudder fans feeling like he didn't get out of the way of that pitch. You have to make an attempt to get out of the way, and it looked like he did. He turned in just a little bit. But, man, I like having Nieto right here.
Yeah.
Bases loaded. He hammered it to left center field where the left fielder was turning and running toward the fence. I would not mind another shot like that because that's 3 runs across the plate if he can do it.
Well, in this situation, it is perfectly lined up now for a hitter like Nieto to come into this situation with bases loaded.
Yeah, bases loaded. This is what this kid lives for. You can see him bopping his head out there to the music. He's not feeling anything right now. He's just feeling like, hey, I want to get up here and hit. Hey, let's go. Pitch it to me. Let's go. I'm gonna send it. I want to send it to the outfield.
Tony Kulak with a good hype song here for Nieto as he gets ready to step into the box.
Yeah, you can see the coach for Rudder. He's telling his outfielders to back up a little bit, shade a little bit back. He saw what happened last time. And you could get hyped up a little bit here, Nieto. You just want good contact. You want it somewhere in the outfield. You want this. You want the lead here.
Ooh, and he tips that one. That's going to be a foul tip for a strike one.
Yeah, he's coming up there hacking. He's coming up there ready to hit.
And you could see that he was swinging with for all of it right there. So we got an 0-1 pitch about to come this way. Ump calls time as Nieto gets ready to reset back into the batter's box.
Yeah, you can see Stanley at second urging Nieto on his buddy. Yeah, hit in the outfield, 2 outs. Your runner's going on contact. You could get the lead right here.
Strike 2 there to Nieto. So, big pitch opportunity coming here as Ponce is ahead in the count now and seems to have gotten his control back after hitting 2 hit batters to score runs here for the Hornets. So, got 0-2 pinch coming. And that is going to be ball 1 called. He thought he had it, but umpire says ball 1.
Yeah, no, that was outside.
Yeah.
Outside pitch there.
Nieto steps back into the box right away. 1-2 pitch about to come this way.
Come on, Nieto.
Ponce steps back. Looks like there's going to be a time call here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Rangers 6, Hornets 5.
Let's take the lead right here, bottom of the third.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it's ball 2.
Look at Nieto still being a coach on the field, instantly turning to his third base runner saying, hey, don't go on that one. It's not pass.
Yeah, way to have just the awareness of just situational baseball right here. Ponce with the pitch. Here's a big contact hit, but it flies up there going into the second baseman, and he gets the third and final out, which is not what the Hornets wanted, but it's okay. You get 2 runs scored on hit by pitches. We'll take it. And with that, we are going to send it to a break, and we'll be back with the 4th inning. Your score, Rangers 6, Hornets 5. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville.
All right, we got coming back here, got 2 runs on the board in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hunter Moore coming back out here for a 2nd inning of relief. Had a really good showing in the last inning. Struck 1 out, got 2 to fly out to get out of that top of the 3rd. Now coming back here for the top of the 4th. And a shot right up the middle by Ponce. Good thing Hunter was able to get out of the way of that one. And then you got a runner at first.
Number 8, Austin Isom.
Hard shot right up the middle. Waddell able to get it back in. Runner on first, no outs. Hunter Moore pitching, delivering to Isom. Got to be careful with Isom here. Isom is the one that has hurt you a lot of this during this game. And got 2 runs back here. You don't want to give up some of the runs back to Rudder after climbing back into this thing. So big spot here for Hunter with a runner on and 1 strike. Oh, let's go.
Stanley fires the first.
And that's a
Nice play by Stanley. Gets to the ball, able to step on second, get it over to first. That is a pitcher's best friend, like we talked about.
Fantastic double play there coming from Stanley, and that's going to bring number 22, Adrian Herrera, the catcher, to the batter's box. So Moore in a great situation after his defense takes care of business there for him and gets 2 outs.
Yeah, big spot there. Helped out by your second baseman, Stanley, making a great play. Ooh.
Ooh, Moore hit him there pretty hard in the shoulder. And Herrera took it like a champ there. That couldn't have felt good, but Herrera will take first base. And that's gonna bring up Mark Espierre-Quieta at the box.
Yeah. I think Coach Jennings is trying to tell him he didn't try to get out of the way of that one, but I don't know if there was getting out of the way of that one. That one pretty much was a direct hit. You do have some Rudder fans and maybe thinking that it was an intentional hit because this is the guy that hit the big home run, and I don't think so. I don't think that was the Moore's intention at all.
Yeah.
Jennings going to go have them have a talk to see if he felt like he moved out of the way. That's what I'm guessing, just to see if he made an attempt to get out of the way of the ball.
It looks like they're just going to keep Herrera there, but they have brought in their courtesy runner there for the Rangers. Not sure who that is.
Number 6.
Number 6.
No, 16.
Oh, okay. Number 16 then for the Rudder Rangers. That is Camden Delgado. So Moore will make his pitch here.
That's a strike. He offered it at it.
Interesting. Yeah. The ball looked like.
He called it a strike first
Yeah,
base.
there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, strike 1 called. That was a very interesting thing to see there, but because it looked like he was taking a hit there, but.
Yeah, they peeled down to the first base umpire, and he called that one a strike.
Yeah,
Foul ball.
Not gonna get that one. So.
Yeah, he definitely offered at it. The bat didn't come back.
Right. So 1 strike with 2 outs here at the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah,
And
two shaky pitches there. One hit batter, one almost hit batter. So Moore's going to have to, coming into these situations, we've seen him make some really good pitches. A little bit different now after hitting one, almost hitting another. So still got to bear down and get this 3rd out.
And there's a ball hit right there to the shortstop, and he makes the out. And so that is the 3rd and final out for the Hornets at the top of the 4th inning with no runs scored for the Rangers. So, top of the 4th inning, Rangers 6, Hornets 5. We'll be right back after this break. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We'll be right back. Folks, be sure to listen to today's best country and all your favorites wherever you may be with the KSAM mobile app. It's in your app store for Androids and iPhones now. So take your hometown radio station with you in the car, at home, or while you're out for a run. The KSAM mobile app. Download it today. So here we are in the bottom of the fourth inning, and stepping into the box is right fielder number 8, Carson Woods, with Ponce, number 7, still on the mound here for the Rangers.
Yeah, two really big things glaring at me out there on that scoreboard. Those zeros put up in the top of the third, top of the fourth. Hunter Moore coming in and just dealing.
Absolutely.
Put into a tough position at that top of the third, and then kind of had some tough things going for him, and was able to work out of it. So, and then you've scored 2 runs, 1 run, 2 run. You put another run up here, you're at least tied at the very least, but you could also take the lead.
We got a 2-1 count now as Ponce gets his strike there on Woods.
Yeah, he's different here. He's working faster definitely than Gonzalez did.
And that's a strike 2 call on Woods.
So it's going to take some getting used to for the hitters to kind of get used to. They were, getting used to Gonzalez, kind of the slow, the methodical, the getting it there. Now you got Ponce stepping up there ready to fire, so you're going to have to be ready to swing.
2-2 pitch. And that's foul tip there by Woods.
Yeah, late swing there, so you're gonna see them having to play catch up on some of these, and they've not gone through the order on him yet. So started to hit some really good, drive some really hard shots against Gonzalez. Gonna have to pick that up here against Ponce.
And that's a strike 3 there for Ponce as Woods goes back to the dugout on a strikeout. That's 1 out there for the Rangers here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Ponce seemed to be dealing a little bit there.
Yeah.
And so that's going to bring in Van Brady to the plate now for the Hornets.
I don't know what they're having a conversation about over there with the Rudder head coach. Maybe something in the pitching motion with his pitcher. They keep motioning out to the pitcher's mound.
So it looks like we might be seeing adjustments happening out here on the side of Rudder.
Maybe a clarification.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, Brady is going to step back into the box here as he gets ready to face Ponce with 1 out right now in the bottom of the 4th inning to the Hornets.
Yeah, working from the stretch.
Inside pitch there to Ponce is ball 1 from Ponce to Brady. 1-0 count.
Yeah, that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for a strike. He's shown some wildness, of course, with hitting 2 batters and having some of those inside pitches. So
1-1 pitch. And that's going to go for a ball 2.
So he hasn't, looks like he can dial it up some when he needs to, but he hasn't had the best command of the strike zone. So pick your pitches, look for one coming down the middle of the plate and drive it.
Yeah. And that's going to be a ball 3. So Brady ahead here in the count. Got to be feeling pretty good about this situation.
Yeah, 3-1. Hitters count, but he hasn't really shown dominance in the strike zone. So.
And there's a contact made there by Brady trying to run this out to first, but he's going to get thrown out. And that will be out number 2 for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the center fielder, number 5, Johnny Wydell, is going to step into the box.
Yeah, soft contact went to the second baseman, Gray. Gray able to throw it over to first to get that second out. But you still got Johnny here in the position of, last time was able to get the hit earlier and got out at shortstop as well. But he's got wheels, so anything on the ground he can go.
Yeah, I was going to say, BJ, Johnny, both of his at-bats, he's managed to, you know, make contact and run out those plays.
Yep.
So he's been on the base both times. And that's going to be a strike one called there as we have a 1-1 count here to Johnny.
Yeah, I don't mind that take. Like, again, he hasn't had command of the strike zone. Now you got to be ready.
Wydell makes contact. It flies up there in the infield, and it looks like it could be a fly out, in which it is, as Marez makes the final out for the Rangers, and that will end the 4th inning. Your score, Rudder Rangers 6, Huntsville Hornets 5. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. We'll be right back after these messages and the top of the 5th inning. And we welcome you back to the broadcast here at the top of the 5th inning with.
Yeah, this is the first baseman came in on the pitcher on the double switch.
Juan Marquez stepping into the plate, and first pitch he fouls off from Moore.
Yeah, Moore again so far coming in with 2 innings pitched and getting some batters out, even with some traffic inherited and also traffic on the base paths that he allowed. So going into a 3rd inning of relief pitching. Which, if you can get a 3rd inning out of Hunter Moore, especially after a rough 2 innings for Van, this is what you want to get out of him.
1-1 pitch, fouled off. So we have a 1-2 count now in favor of Moore here at the top of this 5th inning.
Yeah, again, we got to attack the bottom of the lineup here. These are the 4 that you got to get, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
And that's a ball 2. You know, another thing I've got to point out, too, is that Moore is up to 23 pitches. He's been very effective with his pitches so far in these innings he's been pitching.
Yeah, getting a strikeout, but also getting them to get the ball in play, and his defense able to capitalize on some of the flyouts.
Another foul tip there. So,
and really, soft contact. They're not able to barrel it up and get in the hard contact. So, anytime you can get the softer contact pop up, then you're doing something for your team.
Yeah. Here comes the pitch from Moore. And he hits the batter there, so he will take first base, and that resets things here as Parker Jones, the shortstop, steps into the box.
Yeah, anticipating maybe another bunt attempt here. Jackson Slater coming in on the grass at 3rd. Brian Parker's going to have to hold him on. Most likely not a base stealing threat over there at 1st. So, primarily just thinking of moving the runner around.
And that's going to be a ball 1 there to Moore.
He's going to start, umpire's going to start talking to him, telling him he can't step out and look at whatever his little note card is each time.
Give the manager a little bit of a warning there.
Yep.
Oh, and
pick.
Nieto fires,
Got
and
him.
he gets the out as he picks off the runner at first base.
What a nice back pick play there by Nieto. Saw it come in, able to get that ball over to Brian Parker Jr., able to turn and get the tag on the inside of the bag. It was a really good turn by Parker. Parker Jr., he turned towards the inside of the bag, able to catch him before sliding into first. So heck of a play by your catcher, but also heck of a play by your first baseman.
Amazing, amazing job there by Nieto to get that over there to first baseman Parker Jr.
Yeah, I mean, got it on the first base side. The throw was right where it needed to be, and Parker able to get that down. Man, that's a really good play, both ends.
Even where Parker Jr.'s glove was, where he got it, that glove was right in the spot there by the base, and he had the runner beat right there. Perfect play. Great one out. 2-2 count now for Moore here at the top of the fifth inning, and that was a really awesome first out there for the Hornets in the top of the fifth inning.
Yeah, it's something definitely you can start building on.
Oh, yeah. Here's Moore's throw, and that ball's hit out there going into the foul territory, and it looks like Parker Jr. gets the second out.
Look at Parker Jr.
Man, Parker Jr., first baseman on the defense, getting the first two outs here in the top of the fifth inning. This has got to feel really good for Moore as his defense is really helping him out.
It's a Parker show right now going on. 2 outs. Look at the man move, get over that foul territory.
Yeah. Great defense by the young man.
Ball, yeah, that's a way to pick up your team.
It's got to feel good the way that the Hornets are playing right now, as Rangers were producing their runs in the first 2 innings, and they've been blanked in the last 2, and they now have 2 outs right now here in the top of the fifth. So you can think, man, if they were to hold the Rangers here with another scoreless inning, I mean, that's got to be feeling good.
Yeah, a third scoreless inning from Hunter Moore coming in. That's something. That's saying something. And again, he's just keeping them off the barrel of the bat. I mean, there's not been really hard contact, except for the contact of hitting the batter. That's the only hard contact that there's been.
So first pitch is fouled, and here comes the second pitch, and that's going to be called a ball. 1-1 count here to I think that is number
Menchaca.
Yes, number 10.
It's a fun name to say, Menchaca. Anthony
Menchaca. All right, and that's a ball 2 there, charged to Moore. 2-1 count, 2 outs here at the top of the fifth.
I think Moore is sitting there saying, my bad, I didn't hit the spot I needed to hit. To his catcher.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch.
There it is. Oh, yeah.
And he gives it to him. That's a strike 2 call on Menchaca.
I was wondering if he wasn't. It looked like he was going to call a strike and then thought, and then, yeah, I'm going to call a strike.
Big pitch coming here for Moore. 2-2 count, 2 outs. This would be a huge out.
Yeah.
And a strike 3 called as Moore strikes out Menchaca, and that is a third scoreless inning there for the Rangers. Huntsville Hornets still in this game. It's got to be feeling really good as we get ready for the bottom of the fifth. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network here on our YouTube channel. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fifth. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the fifth inning, and stepping into the box for the Hornets is number 20, the shortstop, Colton Harding.
Yeah, let's give it up for Hunter Moore again. 3 innings coming in, shutting
man.
down the Rangers. He had some help, big defensive plays help. Josh Stanley with a big defensive play. No Nieto also with a big defensive play. Bryan Parker Jr. with a nice defensive play.
Yeah, 2 great outs there from Bryan Parker Jr. with the throw as well coming from Nieto, and then that third out with the great strikeout from Moore. I mean, fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic inning there for the Hornets on defense.
Yeah, in the previous inning, you had Stanley making that double play, getting to the ball and getting at second and, you know, getting the double play there. That was another big, you know, 3 big defensive plays.
So that's ball 2 right there. So Harding has a 2-1 count right now here at the bottom of the 5th inning. And so got to see Harding get something going here. And that's a strike 2 call, so we got a 2-2 count. Ponce still on the mound for the Rangers.
Yeah, Harding's got to pick it up here.
And that's going to be ball 3, full count here to Harding. Big opportunity here. You know, with the last 3 innings, the Hornets blanking the Rangers, man, they got to really get something here. And that's ball 4, so that gets Harding on the first base.
Yeah, what a bat there by Harding, falling behind in the count, able to be patient enough to draw a walk there. I know that's frustrating for a pitcher, or if you're a Rudder Ranger fan, but watching that happen there for Harding, knowing you need a run, no outs, getting a runner on at this stage in the game, that's a big play there. Good take there for Harding.
So the third baseman, Jackson Slater, steps into the box for the Hornets here with no outs and a runner on first. And that pitch is ball 1.
Yeah, good thinking there, just trying to get Harding over into scoring position. 1 run ties this ball game up as we sit here in the bottom of the 5th.
And Jackson's been having some good plate discipline here at this game, so that looks like that's going to be a...
Called it a ball.
Okay,
yeah,
ball
pulled
2.
It back.
All right.
Jackson able to pull it back in time and get that ball across.
Great job by Slater here with a 2-0 count. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be strike 1 to Slater.
Two and 1 may still be bunting here.
2-1 pitch, and Harding takes off to take second, he steals.
Nice.
Great steal by the shortstop.
Home run team, Tom Waddell, stolen base.
Yeah, nice stolen base. Got a good jump, Harding. The ball was late getting there, bounced in there. If it was a throw on the line, could have had him there, but still able to get in there. Harding, 3-1 count, hitters count here. I can see Slater taking advantage of it.
So here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's ball 4. Slater will go to first base, as that is Ponce's 2nd consecutive walk in this inning.
Yeah, good, 2 good at bats there. You got your 9 hitter coming up and about to hand it over to the top of your lineup. This is where you expect your team to get it. You got runners on the bases. This is where you expect your team. You got to get at least 1 run. Love to take the lead, but 1 run's got to happen out of here.
Yeah. So Bryan Parker Jr. steps in at the plate to round out the order here. Big opportunity here with runners on second and first. And, BJ, we got to see Parker Jr. do something here as we get ready to head into the heart of the Hornets lineup.
Yeah, you got that first baseman playing it really close up on the grass. Expect him bunt.
So that's ball 1.
Yeah.
As Parker Jr. shows bunt and pulls back as it is going to be a ball.
Yeah, going to have the wheel play on. Try to get the runner at first. Probably not going to get him at third if Parker's able to lay the bunt down. Oh, great
Parker
bunt.
gets the bunt down,
That
and
may
it
be a
looks like
base
he
hit.
might get this out. And he gets it. Oh, and the throw is missed. and that's going to send Harding home, and Parker Jr. running to second as
What?
Slater advances to third base. Tremendous bunt laid down by Parker Jr., BJ.
What a bunt. He was going to beat that one out, even with the throw. The air on the throw lets him get to second, but that was a base hit by Bryan Parker Jr. He beat that one. He was going to beat that one out.
Huge run scored, and that is the second hit of the game for Parker Jr. The team dapping him up, fired up and excited for him in the dugout after a well-laid bunt. That scores the game-tying run here for the Huntsville Hornets. Now 6-6 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Fantastic job. And then now coming into the game at the box, top of the order, number 6, second baseman Josh Stanley. Now to get things going, and no outs at that as well, BJ.
Oh, that's the perfect thing there. And you got, did you say we got a pinch runner there also too?
Yeah, it's
number 10.
Number 10, that's going to be Titan Evans in as the courtesy runner at second base. Or it looks like might be the pinch runner, actually, because Parker Jr. was playing first base. And so first pitch there from Ponce to Stanley is ball 1. So Huntsville Hornets putting some speed on the bases as they want to take advantage. Man, I still can't get over that well-laid bunt there from Parker Jr.
That was perfectly placed.
That's exactly what you were calling for there, BJ.
Well, perfectly placed bunt made the third baseman have to react to it. He wasn't able to cover his bag over at third.
1-0 pitch coming, and that's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, I mean, just perfect because he was unable to get that over, unable to get there, unable to get to it. He was trying to cover third. You had your third baseman covering third, trying to get that runner cut down at third. And then he had to get to the ball to try to get the out at first. Bryan Parker Jr. getting down the first baseline and able to get that and advance to second, puts your team in a really good position to take the lead.
So we got a mound visit right now from the Rangers as Stanley is ahead in the count right now, 2-0. And Hornets get the game-tying run. A well-placed bunt there from Bryan Parker Jr. Manages to not just beat it out at first, but it's a error throw from the Rangers, and he manages to advance the runners. 1 run scored, and he gets on second and ties the game.
Yeah, I like Josh Stanley again in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
He wants, last time he got hit in this situation, so he's wanting to hit. He's wanting to hit right here. He is not wanting to get hit. So right here, he could fire up this Huntsville Hornet crowd with a base hit and take the lead at 8-6.
Man, could you imagine just a well-contacted hit in the outfield gap?
Oh.
Clear the bases and.
Yeah, you got the infield for the Rudder Rangers playing.
Yeah, they're playing up close here on Stanley.
Yeah, you got it.
And that is a ball 4. That's going to send Stanley to first base with bases loaded. No outs, and the heart of the Hornet lineup with left fielder Cody Hager coming up to bat.
Yeah, Hager, another spot for Hager here. Really help his team out. Contact, you got the infield playing in. They're going to playing for home. Force out at home is what they're playing for.
So here comes the pitch from Ponce. Hager attacks from the get-go, and it's going to be strike 1.
Yeah, Hager pulled his head out of there a little bit. Need to keep that head in there. Watch the ball all the way to the bat, make contact.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And it's strike 2 called. So Ponce ahead in the count here. Hager 0-2.
Yeah, hit scores 2. You got these runners taking big leads, especially off second.
That's going to be ball 1 call.
Yeah, bounced that one in there, did Ponce. 1 and 2. Still got to protect the plate, but, man, if he gets something to hit, take a rip.
Oh, heck yeah, BJ. Great opportunity here for the Hornets to take the lead.
Oh,
Ooh, and hit by pitch.
or take the hit.
Look at that, BJ. That is the third hit batter from Ponce to send in a third scored run for the Hornets. And with that, they take the lead now,
They
6
got
to
the
7.
lead. That is tough for the Rudder Rangers. Good for our Huntsville Hornets, because they've got three runs scored by hit by pitch.
Wow.
That having runners on third that scored them gives the Hornets the lead. You've got bases loaded again. Nieto flied out last time he had this opportunity. Another player who dancing around out there, he got foot loose playing, and he's just kind of bobbing his head. He's loose. He's ready to hit. This could really open this game up if Nieto is able to get a hold of it.
So, Rudder Rangers make a pitching change as Ponce looks like he's going to move to third base now. And
Marez out in right field.
Okay, and that is going to put Menchaca on the mound now for the Rangers. So, Huntsville Hornets now take the lead here, bottom of the 5th inning. Rangers 6, Hornets 7. So, after what looked like a brutal beginning where the Rangers scored 6 runs in the first 2 innings, they've been blanked in the last 3 innings, courtesy of not just Hunter Moore coming in, but also amazing defensive play here by the Hornets.
Yeah, if you're just now tuning into the broadcast, you've missed a rough outing for Van. He's still my guy. I still love that kid. That
Absolutely.
kid is our ace and stud. But you have a young Hunter Moore coming in and had a good outing against Montgomery Lake Creek. Follows it up with another great outing. 3 innings of shutout baseball for a team that was trailing 6-3. And you come down and you shut them down. Defense behind you, Josh Stanley making a couple of diving catches, one to get on second and get the double play, but then your battery mate Noah Nieto with the back pick to Bryan Parker Jr., and then Bryan Parker getting over into foul territory, making some big plays. So you're right. It's not just Hunter. It's the defense, too. And your offense starting to, they were a couple innings hitting the ball hard. They've been given some gifts and being hit by a pitch, but you've also got to be able to get the ball out there and make something happen. And so that's what they're doing. They're making something happen. Bryan Parker Jr., the great bunt, solid bunt.
And even just
perfect.
The inning before that, making those defensive plays, and then to do that on a well-placed you got a lot to say. I mean, Bryan Parker Jr. is having a fantastic night tonight.
He really is, he is. And it's the little things, right?
Yeah.
That's not going to show up on the scorecard.
Nope.
But you needed those runs, and you needed the perfect bunt laid down to draw that third baseman off the third base bag, force into making a bad throw, moving your runners up. It's the little things that may not show up on the scorecard, but they show up when you remember that you look back at the game.
All right, BJ, big situation here as Noah Nieto at the plate with bases loaded and no outs.
Yeah, this kid's wanting to hit, just wanting to hit.
So first pitch is a ball, and Nieto gets ready to receive the next pitch. Ooh, and it looks like that was right down the pipe, and that's going to be a strike one call. 1-1 count.
He had a little gas on that one.
All right, 1-1 pitch. Goes outside. That's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, tried with a curveball. Had a really high delivery there. That was for sure a ball.
2-1 pitch. Ooh, and
Helped
Nieto he goes swinging at that one, and he misses it outside, so that's a 2-2 count.
He's just amped up. He's wanting to deposit that ball somewhere in the outfield like he did.
Oh, yeah.
With his big shot to left field early in the ball game.
Big situation here. 2-2 count. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th. Nieto makes the hit, but it goes foul.
Thought that was going to come back in fair territory for a minute.
So this has been the vital inning here for the Hornets as they've managed to not just score the game-tying run, but the leading run as well. So this has been a very big inning here for the Hornets, and still no outs, bases loaded, And Noah Nieto here facing a 2-2 count.
2 strikes on you. Just got to get the ball in play somewhere. I know he wants the big hit, but a contact and anywhere in the outfield's going to score 1.
Ooh, and that's a big hit going way out there into center field, but the center fielder tracks it, gets the out, fires it back, and that's going to bring in a run here. Titan Evans scores the run, and Noah Nieto gets the sac fly, and that's going to make it now 8 runs for the Huntsville Hornets.
Yeah, good job by Noah. You know he wants the big hit. I get that, but man, you just got to get a run at that moment. And what a way to step up, drive it to center field. You're gonna get a run in with as deep as he hit that one. So, good job of Noah just stepping up, knowing the situation, knowing what he's got to do, and delivering it deep to center field.
Yeah, I got to be happy with that. Now we got runners on second and first, and Carson Woods in the box now. And that's ball 1 there by Menchaca.
Yeah, but Carson's had a tough night at the plate. Struck out looking, grounded out to the third baseman, struck out swinging. So, he's wanting to help his team out right here in a big way.
Yeah, I was going to say Woods is due here.
Yeah.
1-0 count coming Woods' way. Off-speed pitch there comes in the corner for a strike 2. Or no, sorry, looks like that's a strike 1 call. 1-1 count.
Yeah, it's got an interesting delivery on that.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a curveball that he's trying to set up there.
Right. He puts a little bit more heat on that pitch, and that's going to be a strike 2 call. So 1-2 is the count with 1 out. Runners on second and first.
Yeah, Carson's got to be ready now. Protect the plate at all costs. 1 and 2. Knowing the pitcher may throw some junk up there.
Menchaca throws high. Woods connects and it goes foul. So here we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 runs scored by the Hornets. Rangers 6, Hornets 8 now. Each teams both have 7 hits. And 1-2 count with 1 out. And here comes the 1-2 pitch.
There we go.
Woods makes contact, and it goes foul ball.
Yeah, reached out for that one. Early on it, driving it to getting it to the third base foul territory, third base side. You can tell he's just reaching a little bit, pressing just a little bit, wanting to make a big impact in this game.
There's been a lot of offense tonight, BJ.
Yeah, their bats are starting to come alive. Again, just putting it in play and making something happen.
1-2 pitch.
There we go.
Ooh, and Woods gets good contact on it. It's going to center field, but the runner's got to get back to their bases. So no runners advance on that. That is 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And number 4, Van Brady, coming to the plate now for the Hornets.
Yeah, I like that. Approach there, still by Carson. Took a big swing at it, trying to get it, just trying to do something with it. Unable to get that to find open turf, but still put a good swing on it.
So here comes the pitch to Brady. And that's... Oh, and he's safe. Wow. So, stolen base came from second. Excuse me. Stolen base came from second to third. And the runner at first is nearly thrown out, but he manages to make it back to first. And so we have a 1-0 count right now for Brady.
Yeah, I don't know how he got back to that bag.
I believe that's I thought that was Austin Taylor, but no, that is not Austin Taylor. That's Cody Hager there at first base. And that's Stanley, who advanced from second to third base.
Yeah, he was dead to rights over there. Easy dead to rights over there.
Yeah. 1-1 count here, and looks like the catcher is going to talk to his defense here real quick.
Yeah, I can let him know if there's a double steal going on, where he's going to go with it. If the runner of Hager starts taking off for second, where he's going to be throwing it, where the infield's got to look at their play.
2 outs, 1-1 count, about to come this way. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High, ball 2.
Yeah, good take there by Van Brady.
Do you expect a steal opportunity here? Oh,
There you
looks
go.
like it. There it is. And Hager is going to steal second base. Great job for Hager. And it's going to be a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
Yeah, Jenny's talking to him. There may have been hit and run situation
Hager doing
to not get Hager hung up there, but
yeah. Hager's doing well. He's got 2 hits with a run scored and a stolen base tonight. Looks
yep,
like
2
so.
walks. Also had 2 walks.
Yeah, drawing 2 walks. So great job.
Yeah, Van Brady still has an opportunity to help him out here. Not going to get the decision not going to get he's going to get a no decision for tonight, but better than what it was looking.
Runners in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 count. And they call a strike 3. That seemed pretty low, but strike 3 called. But nonetheless, Huntsville Hornets managed 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. And with that, we are about to go to a commercial break. Your score, Rudder Rangers 6, Huntsville Hornets 8. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Leading off for the Rangers, number 5, Javier Perez.
Fans, be sure to keep up to date with all things regarding your hometown radio station on social media. Follow us on Facebook, X, and on Instagram at KSAM-1017 for all the latest in Huntsville and Walker County. We welcome you back to the broadcast, top of the 6th inning. And Hunter Moore, still on the mound, has been phenomenal these last 3 innings, BJ. Still going.
Coming out there again. Yep. You know, what a pickup here for Jennings, a pickup for the team coming out here and giving his team these innings pitched.
And so that's 2 balls here to third baseman number 5, Javier Perez, for the Rangers.
Yeah, I don't see anybody warming up, but I don't know how long of a leash Hunter is going to have here.
And that's ball 3.
Yeah, we may see somebody travel to the.
Fans, our next broadcast of Huntsville Hornet Baseball will be on Friday night in Bryan against Rudder. Coverage begins at 6:45 p.m. with the Bill Fick Ford countdown to first pitch, with first pitch to follow at 7 p.m. right here on the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel.
We have another discussion here.
For those of you at home tuning into the broadcast, we really do appreciate you so much, and for all your support to Huntsville Hornet Athletics. I know these guys are great, and they really appreciate it, and we thank you all so much for tuning in and giving us your time.
I got my buddy Matthew over there, #1 hype man, Matthew Schweitzer. I guarantee you're not going to stop him from talking.
Here comes the 3-0 pitch.
Oh, look at that.
Strike one there for Hunter Moore.
He's one of the best fans to have out there, Matthew Schweitzer. He is all for the Hornets.
Oh, you know, earlier those pitches have been called strikes, but they make that a ball 4 there, and so Merez will take first base for the Rangers, and that's going to bring up the top of the order in number 2, Aiden Gray, the second baseman.
I think Hunter's just wanting to make it interesting. He seems to like it when you have runners on the bases. I don't know.
That could be, but you know, with the way his defense has been playing for him, I'll bet on us.
Yeah, right now that's another big 0 that's up on the board, right? Those no errors after making some errors against Montgomery Lake Creek.
Absolutely.
He didn't move out of the way. He's going to tell him.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
He moved his arm into the base. He moved his arm into the ball pass of the ball.
So the batter was hit by the pitch, but he did not move out of the way, and so
he actually leaned into it.
Yeah.
He stuck his arm out there to get hit.
So he does not get charged to first, but that will be a ball. So I guess the rules in high school is that you can't just make overt contact with the pitch.
Yeah, no, you can't. And it's all the way across the board. Even in the major leagues, you have to make an attempt to get out of the way. So turning inside, you can turn toward the inside to the plate or back up. You've got to make some attempt to not get hit by the pitch.
There it is. And that's a strike there for Morris. So we got a 2-1 count with a runner on first. No outs here in the top of the 6th inning.
And of course, that is at the umpire's discretion, so he can call it or not call it. But in that one, that was the right call.
Good call. Yeah. 2-1 pitch here coming from Moore.
And you really didn't see much from the coaches. I think they felt the same way. Now the crowd, Rudder crowd, of course, they would tell you different,
right.
But coaches didn't really balk at that too much, so they kind of saw what he did too.
Ball 3, here comes the pitch. And big contact there from Gray, who gets it into center field. And Johnny nearly throws out the runner who was advancing to second, Merez. But he is safe, and so good contact hit there by Gray, and that's going to bring up first baseman, well, not first baseman, he's been playing third base, but number 7, Jose Ponce. So catcher Nieto talking to his guys on the mound.
Yeah, settle them down just a little bit. You got 2 runners on, no outs, and you don't want to let this one get away from you, especially with the 2-run lead this late into the ball game. It is the top of the 6th, so looks like you're going to have someone heading out to the bullpen.
Yeah, and BJ, this is very reminiscent of what it looked like at the beginning of the game here for the Rangers when they were so effective at the plate. But situations like this, and then you got number 8 over there, Austin Issam, sitting on deck.
Yeah,
with no outs for the Rangers.
You got Colton Gilbert going out to the bullpen for the Hornets.
So that pitch there from Moore is going to be ball 1, and the Hornets do have Gilbert warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, he's crowding the plate now, trying to see if he can get one of those to hit him. He's all the weight.
Interesting call there, but that's going to be a ball 2 charged.
Yeah, he's squeezing Hunter right now. Strike zone has shrunk.
Yeah, I mean, what can Moore do in this situation right here?
Yeah. Well, you got 7 Ponce's. I mean, he's crowding the plate. That's
right on the line.
That's what you're trying to teach him.
And Ponce fouls that one off. 2-1 count no outs here in the top of the 6th inning with runners on second and first.
I think Jennings wanting to see what Moore can do in this situation. He's worked out of a couple of jams already, wanting to see if he can work out of another one here.
For sure. 2-1 pitch. And there's a contact hit there to Stanley, who makes the play at second and to first.
Nice.
Double play.
Get him at home.
The play at home.
Triple play.
Triple play
Oh, my
for
goodness.
the Hornets. Incredible job as Stanley tags the bag at second, fires to Parker Jr., who fires it home to Nieto for a triple play by the Hornets. Incredible defense here, BJ.
Did that really just happen? That was a ball. It was a double play, turned into a triple play, gets out of the inning, no outs, runners on first and second, and you get out. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
What an absolutely dream scenario there for the Hornets, where Moore has now been blanking the Rangers with 4 scoreless innings. But, BJ, so much credit has got to be given to this Hornets defense.
This is the first time on my little scoring app I've gotten to hit triple play. That was awesome, and it's just not in the way, triple play, a lot of times you see third, second, first, a hard hit shot to third where the third baseman just steps on the third base bag, throws to second, throws to the first. But, man, I cannot believe they stretched it and tried to score that one. He was out by 4 or 5 steps. Nieto had the ball. Parker turned, delivered it, and Nieto was waiting for the guy to come into home. That was a great play. Wow.
This season of Huntsville Hornet Baseball is presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. Folks, we're going to stay right here because, BJ and I here, we just saw an extremely exciting play, and, I mean, you couldn't help but get super excited to see a triple play like that happen.
For a Huntsville Hornets, I'm excited. If I'm a Rudder Ranger, I'm gut punched, man. You had a shot to at least get 1 run across, 2 runs across. But, how about Hunter Moore again getting that ground ball to Stanley? Stanley again making a great play at second, turning jump throw to first. And then Brian Parker again, heads up play, getting it to home, and Nieto. Man, I tell you what, Hunter, I almost said Peyton, his brothers, but Hunter has got to take Josh Stanley, Brian Parker Jr., and Nieto out for dinner tomorrow night.
Looks like he might just need to go take him to Texas Roadhouse or 1836 or something.
He's got to tell those 3 guys, man, I got dinner tonight. Dinner's on me, y'all. Y'all have helped me out of some jams, and Hunter pitched great too, but those 3 guys, your second baseman, first baseman, catcher, wow, they've made some plays tonight.
Man, I want to keep talking about that one, but here we are in the bottom of the 6th, and center fielder Johnny Weidel stepping into bat, and first pitch is going to be a strike called, so we'll see what the Hornets do in response here, but 4 straight innings of blanking the Rangers from scoring any runs, and that was huge given the circumstances with no outs and Rangers in the heart of their lineup with Esom, who's been their best hitter all year, sitting on deck, has to watch a triple play like that happen and doesn't even get a chance.
That is a great point, Taylor. Great point. Your best hitter just got the bat taken out of his hand.
Absolutely.
With no outs. That's a great point. Yeah, solid defense for the Hornets, and man, that really worked out in our favor.
Yeah, still fired up from that. I don't know if we're going to get over that for a little while. Ooh, and Johnny goes out swinging, really attacking after that one. So that was a much-needed strikeout there by Menchaca. And so shortstop Colton Harding, number 20, steps into the batter's box with 1 out. And that's going to be a ball 1. Now, BJ, Hornets are playing great, obviously. 2-run lead. I mean, and there's a strike 1 there called. We're getting into really the testing part of the rest of the game as we still got some crucial innings left to play. How do the Hornets stay in the momentum of this?
Well, you got Gilbert coming in most likely to finish this up, see if he can't get a save for your ball club. You just got to stay in the moment, right? Don't let the moment get too big. Don't look at like, hey, we've got a 2-run lead. Let's coast. You've got to stay in the game. You got to stay in the moment. because they have their two big hitters coming up. You got Esom and Herrera. Herrera has already showed us, both of them have showed us they can hit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Esom's put some really good swings on the ball. Herrera drilled one out of here off the left foul pole that stayed, you know, by hitting the foul pole. It's a fair ball. And so, you know, you just got to bear down. You got to do what you've got to do and make the plays that you need to make. Don't assume anything. Keep playing that defense. Keep the 0 errors on the board.
Those are great points, BJ. Harding is staying in here in the fight with a 2-2 count. He has fouled off the last 2 pitches, so he's making contact here, and you know, something's going to give here at some point. So here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to make it a full count here with 1 out.
Yeah, you can tell by his release point when he's trying to go to that curveball, so you just got to be able to pick it up.
3-2 pitch. And Harding goes down on strikeout. Oh, no, sorry.
No,
yes,
yeah.
that's it. Strikeout right there. So back-to-back strikeouts there for Menchaca, as he seems like he's dialed in right now with his pitches. And that's going to send up number 49, Jackson Slater, to the plate for the Hornets.
Yeah, Jackson coming up here to bat, had some good looks at it, grounded out to first, flied out to the catcher, and had a big walk as well.
That will be ball 1 here to Slater with 2 outs.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, solid base hit up the center field as Jackson gets a single there.
Yeah, way to stay back on it by Jackson. Slater let the ball travel, put a good swing on it, sent it right back up the middle, out to center field, keeping this alive. You want some insurance runs.
He's been one of the studs tonight, doing all the little things to make big things happen for the Hornets, in first baseman, number 28, Bryan Parker Jr. at the plate now.
And we're going to have, hey, guess what? We're going to have another conversation with the umpires and the coach.
Man, how many times has the Rudder manager been coming out talking to the umpires? It's been a lot.
Yeah, maybe these guys haven't seen each other in a while, and they just want to catch up on some of their favorite Netflix shows.
Yeah.
Get recommendations. I don't know, but they've had lots of meetings all over the place.
So Bryan Parker Jr. getting set with 2 outs, runner on first, and takes ball 1. And
Yeah.
so Slater is over there at first, and I think he might be thinking about a robbery over here.
Yeah, I mean, get in scoring position with 2 outs. Yeah, see what Bryan Parker can do. I haven't seen anything from the catcher Herrera. He bounced a couple throws in there to second. So, yeah, I'd take a shot at it.
So ball 2 to Parker Jr. Here comes the 2-0 count. And that's going to be strike called there to Parker.
It's going to need a little bit bigger lead than that, though. Not taking a huge lead.
Yeah.
It looks like he could take a big lead because I think Menchaca, he's just going to the plate. I don't really see him looking over.
2-1 pitch. Parker Jr. with a good contact, goes to the third baseman, Ponsu, fires it to first. And that's going to be the 3rd and final out of the 6th inning. That will put the Rudder Rangers up to the plate coming up in the 7th. We thank you all for tuning in. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Weezer of Huntsville. We'll be right back. Rangers 6, Hornets 8. And we welcome you back here to the top of the 7th inning, and star hitter coming in for the Rudder Rangers, center fielder number 8, Austin Esom at the plate. Dangerous hitter here, BJ.
Yeah, and Hunter Moore still in there with these hitters coming up, Esom and Herrera.
Absolutely, back-to-back dangerous hitters for the Rangers. And, Esom has got to be hungry to get something going here for his team.
I don't think the leash is very long, though. So I think if someone gets on, Gilbert's coming in.
Okay. 2-0 count here. Pitch coming from Moore here. And that's going to be ball 3. So 3-0 count. This is going to be a really important pitch here for Moore. And that's inside for, strike 1 called there. Wow. All right.
It's a guess on the inside pitches.
It is a that's a good way to put it. 3-1 count. Ooh, and Esom cranks on that, but it's going to go foul on the left field side.
All right, way to battle back. 3-0 count. Got a 3-2 count here for Hunter.
So 3-2 count here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, I love a punch out right here.
Rangers 6, Hornets 8. And big hit there in the right center gap as Esom rounds first to take 2, and he gets a double there. You know, you got to live with those because that's just how good of a hitter Esom has been all year. So those things are going to happen at this stage, and not really sure, BJ, how long Moore could be out here as he's up to 55 pitches.
Yeah,
and he's done phenomenal.
Oh, he really has.
And
looks
now
like he's going to have another batter here.
Yeah, and now we got Herrera stepping up, another big-time hitter for the Rangers.
Yeah, these are their main 2. So maybe if you can get one of these out, then you're doing okay. With a 2-run lead, you don't want to play around too much, but Jennings knows the squad. He knows his team.
Yep. And that's going to be strike 1 right there to Herrera. Great pitch there from Moore.
And here's the thing. It doesn't seem to affect Moore at all that there's runners on the base paths. Got a triple play last time. He's had runners on first and second and got a double play to get out of the inning. I mean, it's just.
Oh.
Yeah, it came off. It hit the batter after he hit it.
So that's going to be a foul ball, and we've got an 0-2 count now to Herrera. So we'll see what Moore does here. And they're going to check on Herrera, make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
He appears like he's okay, but.
Yeah, I think he's fine. Hit him on the leg, I think.
Yeah, he's waving him off. He's ready to get back into the box. 0-2 count. Top of the 7th here. Runner on second. Rangers 6, Hornets 8 is the score.
Yeah, 0-2 count, head of the batter here, Herrera, dangerous hitter right here. So he's got the advantage. He doesn't have to just line him up here down the middle. He's got at least 1 or 2 pitches that he can try to see if he can get a swing and miss. You know, stay away from the inside though. Got hit by a pitch last time.
Okay.
So stay on the outside, see if you can't get him to chase. Well, he hit him.
Okay, so that's going to send Herrera to first base. A hit by pitch. Rudder fans seeming a little testy over these things, and even the Rangers players are saying things over there to the Hornets dugout as well. So got to keep things settled down here a little bit, as it is very competitive at this stage of the game. Close game.
Yeah, he got some conversations going on, feeling like he didn't try to get out of the way of it. Feeling like he leaned into it.
Yeah.
Looks like coach is he might stick with Hunter out there. Nope, taking the ball from him. There comes Gilbert. Hey, give it up for that young man right there. He deserves a hand clap.
That's going to be it for Hunter Moore for the night, who blanked the Rangers in 4 straight innings. I mean, you got to be so
Yeah.
proud of the job he did coming out of the bullpen. And that's going to put
Colton Gilbert.
yeah, that's going to put right-handed pitcher Colton Gilbert on the mound now for the Hornets.
Yeah.
Where we've got runners on second and first for the Rangers. Tell us a little bit about Colton Gilbert here, BJ.
Yeah.
What do we need to know?
Yeah, Colton Gilbert last year, especially in these situations, he's your closer. He's the guy that comes in. He's got some gas, throws some gas. He can get hitters out. He's got to be hitting his spots, though. There's every now and then he can get a little bit erratic and not get the strike zone and walk. And he's danger of the walk at times. So it's kind of it's. You just don't know. You still got him, runners first and second, no out. So it's a big situation. But this kid's been in them before. So he's been tested. He's a senior on the team. He's the guy that you go to. This is the guy that's going to do something with it. So, he can get these outs. You got their two best hitters now that they're on the base paths, but they can't impact you right now with their bat. And so you just got to bear down and get these next 3 hitters and get out of this game with a win.
Well, Gilbert looks like he's a big, strong kid with a strong arm on the mound here. So maybe we're going to see some pretty strong velocity pitches coming in here.
Yeah, you'll see some gas. And he's going to bring it right here to number 1. Struck out looking, popped out to short, popped out to center fielder. So, I could even see maybe even try to lay a bunt down here, so Jackson may be playing up on the grass or playing back there to see if they can't get the runner at third. Brian Parker Jr. playing up, so expecting bunts.
So the Rangers have runners on second and first here in the top of the 7th inning, and Gilbert on the mound now with his first pitch. And that's going to be called ball 1 here to Pierre Chieta.
Yeah, I want to see some early strikes here. That's her first ball there. He may not be looking to swing. Didn't look like he was going to swing at that one. There we go.
And that's going to be strike 1 right there. Great pitch there from Gilbert.
Yeah, I would just see if this kid can do anything. Just
1-1 count. Pitch on the way. And there's a bunt that's going to go back for foul.
There we go, 2 strikes. Way to come back after that first ball there by Gilbert. Again, they're just crowding the plate, kind of expecting an inside pitch. Hey, we have another meeting.
I don't think I can keep count anymore of the amount of meetings that Rudder has had with their players and the umpires.
Just checking in, I guess.
Yeah. How you doing? Doing okay?
All right. Going to step back in there. Probably going to crowd the plate again. There he goes.
Yeah, he called that. 1-2 count. No outs. Runners on second and first. Gilbert coming forth with the delivery.
Oh, yeah. He went. Appeal that. Oh, yeah. Hung up.
And we've got a pickle play here.
Yeah, just run at him. Oh.
And got it. Oh, and there might be a third
triple
out
play?
opportunity.
Are we gonna get another
play,
triple
and he
play?
got it.
Are we going to get a triple play to end
goodness.
the game?
The Huntsville Hornets get a second triple play of the game.
How in the world did that just happen? With 2 triple plays, unorthodox triple plays, one to close out a big inning, this one to end the game. How do you write that one up?
Unbelievable, amazing game tonight, folks. Huntsville Hornets win the game with a score of 8-6. They end the game on their second triple play of the night. How rare is that to see 2 triple plays in one game, but a triple play to end the night? Unbelievable performance from the Huntsville Hornets, and you have to be absolutely proud of the way this team battled and came back to win. Unbelievable, folks.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, if I told you Van is going to struggle and get 6 runs put on him and not even get out of the second inning, or getting out of the second inning, not getting out of the third inning. Noah's given us a flip there on the field. Oh, they got a little twist there by Stanley. Nice. But if you would have thought all of that was going to happen and you were going to pull out an 8-6 victory, man, and get 2 triple plays out of it, stellar defense, wow. And Hunter Moore, what can you say about that kid? This is a gut punch if you're a Rudder Ranger. It's a coming back for if you're a Huntsville Hornet. A big thing again, no errors, solid defense, heads-up play. That's what happened. That's what got them the victory in this game. And that's something to feel really, really good about. Were you handed some runs with hit batters? Yes. But did you feel like you were out of this game? No, you came back in it, you fought. This is a big victory, not just on the scoreboard and not just for a third game in district, but it's a big victory for the morale of those kids. Watching Hunter come out there and mow the runners down, watching your defense play, watching everybody play team ball, and scratching and clawing, getting back in this game, taking the lead and the victory.
Great thoughts there, BJ. When we come back, folks, I'm going to try to run down Coach Jennings for a post-game comment, and then after that, we will have some closing thoughts as BJ will be happy to share his fine points of how this game went down, and then that will be the end of our broadcast. But we appreciate you all for tuning in, but stay tuned. Hornet Nation Broadcast Network post-game show is coming up as we get comment from Coach Jennings, and we'll get final thoughts again from BJ and close out our broadcast. Don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages. Hang tight. And we're back as my producer's going down to go get head coach Jennings to have comment for us. But, man, BJ, fantastic game tonight as the Hornets pull out a victory against the Rudder Rangers with a score of 8-6. What do you have to say?
Man, here's kind of, I can give you a recap of the game.
Yeah.
Despite trailing as many as 4 runs, Huntsville Hornets rallied to get the win against Rudder, 8-6. Rudder Rangers, they got on the board top of the first inning after Austin Esom, their stud offensive player, singled down the right field line. Parker Jones grounded out, and they scored a run. But Huntsville Hornets tied the game, bottom of the first, thanks to 2 singles. Johnny Waddell had a single on that one. Top of the second, Rudder Rangers broke it up and actually took the lead, extend the lead to 6-2. But then you had, some mishaps with Rangers hitting batters. But then our guys really started to find a groove, right? They got some hard hits against Gonzalez, got him out of the game. And then they just something started clicking in their defense behind a strong outing by Hunter Moore. And what do you say? That kid came in, and you're keeping your team in the game, and then you're keeping the win secured. And then the big defensive plays, man, we could just go down the list of the defensive plays. Josh Stanley making 2 double plays turned triple plays. That's crazy. Brian Parker Jr. being alert to get a couple of those triple plays, and a back pick from Noah Nieto. And this team, if there's ever a time you felt like there was a team win, this was it, right?
Oh, yeah.
From all across the board, people not hanging their heads down, rallying around. When they get to second base, they're cheering on their team. Brian Parker Jr. laying down a beautiful, perfect bunt that you just absolutely demolished the momentum that Rudder had early. Man, you stole it back. And what a way for these guys to take this win, and they took it. I mean, they took the win away from Rudder. So, man, hats off to these guys and Coach Jennings. I mean, all that doesn't happen by accident. That happens when coaches say, "Here's the situation. Here's what we got to do. If this happens, we got to do this. Be ready for this." That's coaching your team. And after a time in which you've allowed 4 unearned runs against the Montgomery Lake Creek team, you come out and put on a defensive display, no errors, come back and take the victory. Wow.
I mean, and BJ, you think about it, the way that game started, and just knowing just what little I know of Coach Jennings, he didn't seem panicked at all. Obviously, he seems to be one of a very calm demeanor, and who has such confidence in his guys. But I mean, man, for him to stay so poised when many managers would probably kind of worry in that situation to allow such offense to happen against them early on in the game, and just kept those guys in it like that throughout the whole time.
Yeah, it's big, and you just coach that, right? And after 2 really hard losses, Montgomery Lake Creek. Now, they're good, and they're probably going to finish 1-2 in the district, right? You go out in the first game against them, almost get no hit. You could get down on yourself, come out and lose to them 6-4. Even though it's a good team, there's still a part of you that's feeling like, hey, we could have had that second game. Come out here, first inning, you get punched in the mouth. The first 2 innings, you get punched in the mouth. But you don't stay down on the mat. You get back up. And you keep clawing, you keep scratching, knowing full well you can get those runs back. And that's what they did. And they stayed in there in the game and did it. And, it was a great defensive plays. I don't know if I'll ever see another 2 triple plays in one game again. A little Tuesday night magic here for our Hornets.
Let alone seeing a triple play happen live. But to see 2 triple plays happen live in the same game is unreal. 1 to end the game. I mean, just super significant. I mean, that's got to be very – I don't know how Rudder's feeling right now. I'm sure that really stinks for them. But
they're feeling gut punch.
Absolutely.
Sure.
As they actually are a very good team. But now 0-3 in district. And – boy, for the Hornets, for a first district win, I mean, come on.
Yeah. And they're going to be, Friday down in Bryan, it's not going to be easy. These guys, they're going to want payback, right? So you got to carry the momentum from this game. Your momentum is just as good as your next day starting pitcher, right? And so whoever's starting, whoever gets the nod for the Hornets, they're going to have a team of Rudder Rangers that they're going to want to come out firing. They were coached well, too, especially early on.
Oh, yeah.
I think they saw something in Van that they thought they could. I think they saw something in Van pitching, and that that they capitalized on. They were able to go opposite field a lot of the pitches, and then able to get the early lead. But it was the Hornets that were able to fight back. I mean, I'm just looking at some of their at bats. You got Josh Stanley. He recorded 1 at bat, but he got 2 runs to 1 big RBI, 2 walks. Hager 2 at bats, 1 hit, 2 hits. Hager going 2 for 2. Nieto 1 for 4, big hit, big sacrifice out. He got the out, but he got the run in a big way. And man, just on down the line. Slater with the big bat, Parker perfect bunt. Man, these guys, it's something to really carry the momentum on for the season.
Well, we're going to come back to BJ here after we now have head coach Jennings here with us after what was a significant game. We're very much looking forward to hearing his thoughts and the way things went down. But, Coach, just absolutely incredible performance from your team. I mean, and, when I talked with you earlier, you obviously made it very clear just how confident you are in your guys. And even for it being just a tough night for Brady, who we know is special, for Hunter Moore to come in to do the job that he did, and the way that your guys just played. I mean, just tell us your thoughts on this game tonight.
Man, really proud of them. I told them there at the end, nothing early on was going our way at all. Van was not his normal self, and you have days like that, but today he wasn't very good, but he still went out there and competed for us. But just really proud of the effort. I mean, they could have, after it was 6-2 there, they could have just said, hey, let's get this over with and let's practice tomorrow and get better and look towards Friday. But they didn't. They just kept battling. And every time they scored, we answered. We didn't answer with the same amount of runs there in the second, but, when they got that 4 spot there in the top of the second, we were able to respond and get at least one there in that bottom half. And just really pleased with their effort and just battling. And that's, I told Colton down there a while ago that, in the past we wouldn't have won that game, last year, maybe, year before that, no way. So, just a testament to how far we've come and our kids. And, we got great leadership. And, even when, things aren't going your way, we still find a way to get it done. And, the deck was stacked against us tonight. I mean, we didn't have anything going our way early on. And they just kept battling and had some things go our way.
Yeah, Justin, I was talking with BJ, but what I wanted to point out earlier was the fact that, most teams, when offense like that is happening against you that early on, some teams would probably just be like, not our night tonight. But just seeing you and your demeanor, you seemed really calm and confident in your guys. And you also seemed to just let a lot of your guys work it out themselves and figure it out. And the trust even you had there with Van Brady to continue to keep him out there, to work through it for that length of time. I mean, it showed just a lot about the character of your guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We just want to let them play. We tell them if we're going to make a mistake, let's make an aggressive mistake, and let's play loose and fast and play with confidence, compete with confidence. And again, they could have packed it in early because, give a ton of credit to Rudder. I mean, they came out in the first inning and, they hit 3 ground balls, between first and second that weren't hit very hard. But, I mean, they didn't try to do too much, and they just took it and drove it that way. And, then they score there too, and we're like, it's 2-0 before we really even know what's going on. And, we responded there, and we did. There were some situations where I considered pinch hitting, a guy here and there, but I didn't. I just said, hey, we're gonna see. And I told them early on. I told them after it was 6-2 there in the bottom of the second. I said, hey, we're gonna find out what you're made of. And I couldn't ask for anything more. They responded and gave us. I feel like they gave us their best effort tonight. It was good enough to get a win.
Justin, so much can be said about the fact that when you made that decision to bring in Hunter Moore, manages to blank the Rangers lineup, a very talented lineup at that, in 4 straight innings, no runs scored. But then also so much can be said about the defense as well. And we were making jokes up here that, Hunter might need to take a couple of these guys out for a dinner or something. But, I mean, what do you just have to say with just the poise of not just what Hunter did, but even just the situational awareness of your guys on those defensive plays? I mean, 1 triple play is exceptional in its own right, but yet to have 2 in one game and 1 to end it on the night, I mean, what do you have to say about that?
I'm probably going to stop on the way home and buy a lotto ticket is probably what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, we turned 2 triple plays there. And late in the game, I think the first one was in the 5th maybe. May have been the 6th, I'm not sure. And then that one there to end it. And, just crazy. And then we turned 1 last year against Porter, so we've turned 3 triple plays in about a year span here. And we made, we turned a couple double plays, a couple really nice double plays. Josh Stanley up the middle.
Stanley, and Parker Jr.
Absolutely, very good for us. And, Noah backpicked a guy at first base tonight. And, they did. They defense, picked us up a lot and did a lot of good things. And, but, yeah, Hunter, man, he's been really good for us this year. He's kind of been, what Colton Gilbert was for us last year. Just a guy that we know when we bring him in a late inning situation, we're going to get great effort from him and we're going to get good stuff. And he competed his tail off. And I talked to him there before the 7th, and I said, hey, man, you're getting, high up on your pitch count. You're going to have to start battling. And, we knew it was going to be tough there going through 3, 4, 5 there in the 7th. That first guy hits the ball pretty hard out there and gets a double out of it. And then we just, we go to Colton, and, he came in and threw, 3 really good pitches and got a breaking ball there to strike that kid out. And then, what turned into a triple play. So, like I said, I'm probably going to stop and buy a lotto ticket on the way home.
Hey, one final thing. I won't hold you much longer, but first district win for your guys. And couldn't be more proud of the effort that they put in for this win tonight. But, is this the start of something we see, good happening here? Because it seems like this was a much-needed thing for your guys tonight. And I mean, how do you build on this going from here?
Well, I told them before the game that, I said I'm tired of telling people how good you are. I need you to show it. I need you to come up and show out. I need you to show up. I'm tired of talking to people and telling people, hey, I think we're really good. I need you to show it. And that was kind of the message beforehand. And, maybe a little unorthodox there, but, I mean, that's just what I told them. And, I think moving forward, we've got as good a chance as anybody. Really probably should have stole one last week. Should have got a split, but we didn't. So now we move into this next week, and, like we talked about before the game, I mean, it's like the SEC of baseball here, man. It's every weekend, every week, every Tuesday, every Friday is somebody that's really good and can beat anybody. So huge for us tonight to get it at home especially, and then, we'll have to go over there Friday, and they're going to, we're going to get a great effort from Rudder, and they're going to, expect to win. And, they're probably telling their kids the same thing we told ours last Thursday. Hey, we let that one get away. Which, they should. They played a good game. They did a good job. But we're going to have to go over there and really fight our tails off on Friday.
Absolutely. Justin, we thank you so much for giving you your time with us, and all the best to your guys going forward from here.
Thank you. I appreciate what y'all do.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. We'll get back here with BJ and close out our post-game show here with just final words, and that'll be it from us for the rest of the night. So, we appreciate you all again.